If he wants to go, great. If he doesn't,
he wants to go.
And so I talked to him. And I said, look, here's the deal. Like, if it was Avery's like, I want to do everything, daddy. And it's easier to say no to her. With Mason, he's very, chill about that stuff. So it finally came down to, I told Melissa, I was like, look, if he wants to go, we're just going to do it. I'm going to give him some outs. But if in the end he says, yeah, Dad, I really want to go, then that's what we were going to do. So I talked to him. And he goes, yeah, and this is where my kid is just, everyone says their kid's great, whatever, but my kid is just, there's something about him that I dig. He just goes, well, I've been doing a lot of thinking about it from everybody else's perspective, and I'm kind of leaning on, it's just not worth it, it'd be fun to go down there and have pizza, which I think that's the number one thing for him was that he knows they're going to have pizza, but, Avery's coming up here, and it's a really long drive, and, I don't know. I mean, if it was here, I definitely want to go, and if we were down there, I definitely want to play, but I don't know. That's a lot. And I was like, okay. And I told him what his coach said, because that was a big deal to him. He just didn't want to look bad. He didn't want to let the team down or anything like that. I said, no, the coach said it was totally optional. It's fine, whatever. But then I really, that's almost worse, because then I'm like, it'd be one thing if he was like, I want to go. Then at least there'd be some pushback. But with him, he's just being a good kid. So I'm like, all right, if you don't go, I don't want it to be a situation where we're just sitting around here playing video games and we're just, farting around the house. We have to replace it with something. So let's not make the decision right now. I'll give you to the end of the day, and which would have been last night. And, what if you can come up with a replacement, something we can do as a family that would be for you and about you and something you want to do, that you would get a rewarded, it'd be a rewarding experience. So I'm eating, he had practice. I went after my doctor's appointment, I went and got him. We went to Subway. We're mowing on a sandwich. And I go, so did you think about it? And he goes, you could have given me all day. He goes, remember on Avery's 14th birthday we went to San Francisco? And I go, yeah. He goes, remember when we walked around Chinatown and and then we went and ate Sundays at Ghirardelli Square? And I was like, yeah. He goes, that'd be kind of cool to do. I've been thinking about that. Because he's in his fourth year of Mandarin, and so this summer there's a trip for juniors where they go to China. So he's going to go to China this summer. This is his first big anything like that. And he's like, I think it'd be kind of cool to see what I could read, see if I can speak and stuff, and understand what they're saying, and and I like the fortune cookies. And I'm like, okay, but do you think? He's like, I'd actually rather do that. As long as I'm not letting the team down, I think we get more out of that, and then we'd be together as a family, and then we could have. And he's really fixated on the fortune cookies and the sundaes. So I said, okay, well, I'll tell you what.
Sorry, buddy. The fog's there, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't the fog everywhere?
The Bay Area is an hour and a half, and it's
Oh, but the fog doesn't go there?
Well, no, but it's is it going on the way, is it on 80?
I don't know.
I don't think.
Is the fog present everywhere all the time?
No, it's just the from what I was reading, it's the corridor. It's Stockton. I
think you were leading the witness.
I'm not saying I wasn't. So,
I will say this.
You asked the coach ahead of time?
Well, I wanted to make sure that before we made a decision, I wanted to get all ways in. And what I didn't want, I knew that it was a huge thing for Mason to not look bad, to not let his team down or his coach down. And so I wanted to have the talk. And by the way, we've had these talks before about other stuff. And if it's a thing, there was Avery had a performance for and Mason had a practice, and there was no way we could do both. There was no way Mason could not be at Avery's thing. So I talked to the coach. He's had the same coach since 7th grade. And I said, I asked him about that, and he's like, look, obviously I'm not going to hold it against Mason, but it's a big game Saturday. He's starting. We really need. And he'll push back on me, in a good way. He's a good guy. And there was no pushback here other than he'll have fun. It's a good bonding experience with the team, but it's totally optional. And we've got 6 of our players aren't going. So it's not a big deal.
They're tanking.
They are tanking.
If your coach is like my previous coach, he's going to badmouth him.
That's the one thing I'm not.
That's when that's when we all get to talk. As you can see, we're a little lighter here today, gentlemen. That's because some don't want to take this as serious as you do.
The dumbest thing about this
I remember those things being optional.
What well, when you're asking people
At a private school, it's optional.
to
I know from experience.
You know, and when you're asking people, I mean, this whole thing was goofy from the beginning. You're asking families the day after Christmas, they have a basketball tournament 10 hours away, basically, 8 plus, stopping. And everything's going on in the holiday. You got to stay down there for a week. That's a big freaking ask. Now, look, I'm sure there's people out there who have like AAU kids who are like, we're going pro. Like, that's not what we're
My junior and senior year, the day after Christmas, we went down to Southern California to be in a basketball tournament.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having tournaments right after Christmas.
I mean, the other thing, too, is like, I don't remember what the other thing is now. What was the other thing? Yeah, I don't know what the other
Melissa doesn't have any tournaments?
She finished. Her tournament was last weekend. I was going to say, the dumbest thing about this whole thing, like I've said before, is that this is going to be the first year in 8 years we're not in Palm Springs with the whole family. It's the first time in 8 years we won't. The odds of the tournament being in the same place we go every Christmas at Christmas, and we're not going because our buddy, who's a coach of a different team in town, is going down and it's his place, and we would. It would have been so amazing to be like, oh, Mason has a tournament down here. We'll already be down there. We can do all our crap during the day, play some golf, do whatever. And then, hey, what are you doing tonight? We're going to go watch Mason play basketball. We'll have some pizza.
Yeah, but even if that wasn't happening, you wouldn't have been able to get down there.
Because that fog.
No, we would have been. No, here's the difference. This is why you bring me into the whole thing. I'm talking to my wife now much earlier because we would have flown.
Oh.
We wouldn't have driven. We would have flown. She's just like, we're going to, it's less money. We're gonna drive. And I'm like, dude, no. I don't know how to do this. I feel like this Rock'em Sock'em robot's supposed to fit in that hole, but it won't fit in that hole. Here, you try. You want that? So, anyways, so now I told him to come up with his own little. He's gonna design the day, and we might even go see a Sharks game. I was looking at that too, but they're on at 1 p.m., so I don't know if that's gonna work or not. But we might do that. So I think it'll work out. But I can. Oh, this one fits. Look at that. This fit. So. Oh, you did it too. Okay. Well, I think that goes somewhere too. So there's that. I can, what's kind of strange though? I can kind of feel the disdain from the two of you. I feel it. I feel that there's disdain happening. I feel like there's disappointment on your guys' part, which I'm not comfortable with.
Chris, how you feeling about it?
Disdaining?
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
So you like our family not being together on the holidays?
No. I thought I gave you a perfectly good option yesterday.
Get an Airbnb?
Or a hotel?
I looked at the Airbnbs yesterday. Yeah. They're ridiculous. Like, they're insane. For a 2-bedroom down there. So, I mean, literally, like, 2 bedrooms, not 3. The cheapest I could find for 4 days was like $3,200. It is stupid. It would have been easier to stay in a hotel.
No, it's going to be the worst thing for Mason. All the inside jokes that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's something that we did down there.
That happened in Palm Springs. But he'll speak back to them in Mandarin.
You guys are... Oh, I almost said that. Well, it doesn't matter anyways.
So the trip to San Francisco will be one day?
I think we'll stay the night there.
Oh.
I think we'll stay the night there. I think if we do that, because they've never been to a hockey game, and there's no, I'm not taking them to a Warriors game, and there's no baseball right now, so I want to do something. I mean, I'm just trying to look and see what's up.
Oh, if you are in San Jose at one of the parks, they have Giant Monopoly.
Oh, really? Really? My wife will love that. But it's about Mason. That's what we're doing here. It's about Mason. It's not about my wife. It's not about me.
What about me, Daddy?
Well, I actually already talked to her about that. We had that conversation because I told her what I thought we were going to do. And I was like, just remember, this is a Mason trip. This is not an Avery trip. You're benefiting from this because you're going to get to do some cool stuff, but he's calling the ball on this one. This is not you calling the ball, which is what we did last time. So whatever he wants to do, just realize she's better. She's getting, it's like any sibling getting to tag along. You're not going to say, you don't get to do any of this stuff.
Right.
They're going to be involved in everything, but this is his day. She's going to benefit from it. So just have that perspective.
Did Melissa have to give you the same talk?
About?
The same thing. This is Mason's trip, okay?
No. I
know you want to go to a Sharks game, but if he doesn't want to go.
No, I'm just asking him. I'm just asking him what he wants to do, and I'm throwing ideas out. And Sharks game was one of the ones he bid on.
Yeah. What are our chatters saying?
Oh, I'm sure they're incredibly. I'm sure they're like, you know what, we 100% get where you guys are coming from. Totally agree. Let's see. The fortune cookie was invented in America. That's true.
In San Francisco.
Dave's kid is an intelligent lad. That is true. Goodbye, Mason's playing time. The whole Central Valley is foggy. Fog, in air quotes. That's from MC. Mason realizes he will be a professional athlete and is learning the language of global powers to excel in the new economy. Granite Bay High has offered Mandarin for over 15 years now. Ride the wave, go to a Sharks game, take him to Tony's Pizza. Dave, I want to smell your farts. Okay.
Oh.
Right there. Oh. Yeah. That's from Glizzy Breath. Well, honestly, come on in, brother or sister.
Yeah.
I'll make that happen.
Yeah.
We can make that a new video. We can make that, we can put that in our YouTube shorts.
Something else in your shorts.
Hey now, yeah. So I had my yearly physical yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know what I forgot?
Speaking of shorts,
I have a whole list because you go to the doctor and you forget stuff, and this is the time where you're supposed to say, "Hey, this is what I want," right? So I had a whole list of things that I wanted to cover. The one thing I forgot to ask about was the stupid allergy test, which is all I talked about to you guys yesterday. I wanted to take the allergy test for it. I forgot about that. Anyways, 17 referrals later, I go to the dermatologist for this and this for that, and then whatever. But the problem is that so it actually got really interesting because when they bring you in, they weigh you, and then of course I always make a joke to the weigher. I'm like, I'm wearing, just so you know, I'm wearing all my shoes and I have my phone in my pocket, right? That's why I'm weighing this. And then they take your temperature, and then they take your blood pressure and all that. So anyways, take my blood pressure. And I knew there was something interesting because the girl who was taking my blood pressure goes, so let's try that again. I'm like, okay. So she takes...
And she ran out.
And she ran out screaming.
Yeah.
And this blue light started.
Stat!
So then she takes it again. And then
there was a bright light.
She writes it down. And then the way my doc works is before we got to all the physical stuff, by the way, no hammer on the knee. She just poked in my tummy and checked for veins in my ankle and I don't know, it was a bunch of crap.
Are you sure
were you
at
the mechanic
office?
No, I mean it was very minimal. Looked at my ears, looked at my eyes, looked at my nose, just stuff like that. But it wasn't I feel like when I was a kid, physicals were a lot more intense. This one was just okay, right. Most of it was just a conversation. And she has this computer monitor she's sitting at. And as we're getting ready for the physicaling and we're going over medications and this and that and how are you doing here and let's follow up on that, whatever, I look and she's got my chart up, right? It's got since 2008 because I've been going to her for a long time. It's got here's all my weights, here's all my temperatures, here's all my blood pressures.
Right.
And I'm looking and my blood pressure, unlike any other item on this page, is in red with an exclamation point by it. Now I'm like, wait, what? So I pointed out. I go,
Oh, you pointed out.
Oh, I said to her, well, she's talking to me. And I go, what is, so what's going on with my blood pressure? And she goes, oh, it's pretty high. And I go, well, it's not, because all my other blood pressures are fine. I was just in there 6 months ago for something else and they took my blood pressure. It was fine. And she goes, it's probably, let's take it again. Okay, because it was 151 over 100. Right. So she goes, let's take it again. I go, okay. And then so like anytime I get my blood pressure taken, I try to do this like Jedi mind trick, like deep breaths, calm down, eyes closed, like just all relax. So she starts blood pressuring me. One of those, the cuff.
Yep.
Not the automatic one,
right.
like outside. This is a. She takes it. She goes, oh, that's actually higher. And I'm like, what is going on? Am I dying? Like, legit.
Just to let you know, I got a text from this guy at work named Chris.
Yeah, right. Yeah, seriously. And she goes, but she's not bothered. And I'm like, do we have it? She goes, well, you could have hypertension, but I don't think so. She goes, let me check this. She goes, first off, your blood pressure's probably, she's like, your blood pressure got higher because you're getting anxious now because you're thinking about how your blood pressure's high. So we're not going to get a good reading right now. But then she starts like going through everything. She's like, she goes, have you had a migraine lately? And I go, yeah, I actually missed work last Wednesday, and they come in spurts. So I had the beginnings of one Sunday. So I took my meds Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So normally I don't take them at all unless I have to. So it's the first time in like over a month I've taken my migraine med. She goes, oh, that's it. It'll clear up in like 4 days. But and I go, what are you talking about? She goes, oh, part of the side effect of this, it's called sumatriptan, which I think is the name for verapamil for migraine nation out there. She said one of the side effects it does is it increases your blood pressure pretty significantly, and it takes a little while to get out of your system. I was like, okay. She's like, but still at the same time, I'm going to make a note here, and we'll check again. You need to come back in 6 weeks for something else. So we keep going on and all this stuff. She asked this risk factor, that risk factor. It's a little bit different now that the birthdays happened, right? So here's where it got interesting, because at the end she goes, okay, because I have sleep apnea, another risk. I snore, carrying a little too much weight here, but I'm like, I'm a fatty, and she's like, no, you're but you are overweight, but you're not obese, but you are overweight. You could lose it. And she starts talking to me about how the older you get, the tougher it is to bring it all off, and She goes, okay, well, what I'm going to do is, you're actually a really good candidate. She goes, I'm going to write you a prescription for something. You're going to need to come back in 3 weeks, though, because we're going to need to go over it. It's an injection. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean it's an injection? She goes, oh, you get this box, and you have to give yourself an injection once a week. And I'm like, all right, look, growing up with a diabetic mother, I'm not, I've been around that before, but I'm like, what am I injecting? And she said, it's something called Zepbound. I go, what the hell is Zepbound? Because I don't recognize that commercial. There's no catchy song with that.
Gonna Zepbound today.
Is that real?
No, it sounded real.
I mean, that's pretty good. It's one of them. It's one of them Wegovies. It's one of them Ozempics. You want to put me on the fat stuff. The thing where you inject it, and then and so I've been up all night reading about it.
This seems like a cash grab.
No, that's what I said, dude, because I started looking at it while we were in there. I'm already like, how much is this? And it's like, depending on whatever, it's like you can get it for as low as $449 a month. But she goes, no, because you have a comorbidity, which sounds terrible. My sleep apnea. So you got to be a fatty with another thing, and the fattiness and the sleep apnea. She goes, you actually it'll be covered by. She was looking at my insurance. She goes, oh, it'll be your copay, which is like $25 or something.
Cash grab.
Well, 25.
No fortune cookies, Mason.
Right. So I do everything publicly like this, as long as it's me. So I've been up reading about this the whole, because can I just say, I don't mean
and then your blood pressure went up more.
I probably did. And can I just say, without offending anyone who's doing this, I'm going to learn with everyone else. But here's where I'm at right now, and I'll keep you updated. Number one, it kind of seems like cheating. I just feel like it's kind of like, how about you prescribe me a gym membership and like a good diet? Like, I feel like I'm cheating. Okay. And I have some good friends that are using this, relatives and stuff.
Some of my best friends.
It seems like cheating, number one. Number two, why do I also feel like this is one of those things that, like, in 4 years, I'm going to be growing a lizard tail or something? Like, they'll be like,
Side effects include.
Right. Yes. Gas with oily discharge, which is fine. I can handle that. Depends.
Maybe not for me.
And then the other thing is just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm. You know what we always say? There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. I feel like this is an easy way out.
A shortcut home.
And a shortcut home. Like, if I lose all this weight, can I be really proud?
I mean, do you have to say yes?
I don't.
Okay.
So I have 3 weeks to research and figure it out.
And what did you read?
Oh, I read a lot, but we got a break. But man, did I read a lot. I'll share it with you. Soon. I don't know, man. Injecting my tummy with fat stuff.
Zepbound.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Sean Salisbury will join us at 8 a.m. The NBA Cup Finals are tonight. Chris is over the moon about those. We'll go around the NBA youngsters doing great things, and De'Aaron Fox speaks on his old team, as does Mike Brown. We got a big show for you. We'll be right back after those.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heating and Air. They're now upgrading what they do to include plumbing. They're bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. So they're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them all the time as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement. And now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free and give you that second opinion. And right now, they got a free furnace special with a full system installation up to $2,500 in rebates. All for a company that's been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ Better Business Bureau. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Call Maverick Electrical to claim your free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check with a donation. This month, donate 5 canned foods to Maverick Electric's Holiday Food Drive and get a free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check. They'll collect your cans at the appointment and make sure your heat stays comfy and your lights stay steady, so the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com to schedule your free tune-up today.
What will a Maverick do? 'Cause you're a Maverick too.
Give to get with no gimmicks. Limited appointments, some restrictions apply.
The clock is ticking. This holiday season, give the gift they'll really love. A new Honda from Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Happy Honda days are happening right now. Score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas, all at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
I'm Craig Ashton of the injury law firm of Ashton & Price. The winter months bring joy, but also with more rain and snow, unfortunately, more accidents. Over the last quarter century, thousands of Northern California residents have looked to Ashton & Price to be their Rudolph with a law license to guide them through the storm of an injury claim. As always, we wish you and your family the safest and happiest of holidays. But if you need us, at Ashton & Price, we're here for you. So whether you've been naughty or nice, happiest holidays from Ashton & Price.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Guys, if you're worn down, putting on weight, dealing with low T symptoms, or ED, something's off. Ignoring symptoms doesn't fix the real issue. For a limited time, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering free full diagnostic panels, a $400 value. It checks testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. The key areas that reveal what's driving low T, ED, and more. Plus, qualified patients get up to 25% off select treatments now through year end. This gives you a clear answer on what's off and the steps to improve it. Over 120,000 patients have trusted Revive since 2011 because the results are real. Claim your free full diagnostic panel today. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Tickets start at only $68. It's the perfect Christmas gift for the live music fan in your life. Country in the Park, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans, Michelob Ultra, and Bare Bones Workwear. More info at CITPFest.com.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at line 1-6-339-1140
on Sactown Sports.
Not for nothing. I did get on the scale this morning. I'm down 3 pounds.
Hey, how so?
I think it's because I made
your phone off in your shoes, heavy shoes.
Well, no, I try to weigh myself like for like, so I'll weigh myself in the morning when I get out of the shower, and I have a little erasable Sharpie, and I'll write it on my little mirror, the date and what I weigh, and I think it's because I made that big batch of beets and then that protein noodle salad, and I was just snacking on that instead of coming home and throwing a Tony's pizza in the oven. Pretty easy. But you're right, man.
What did you used to do with that?
With what?
Did you make it like you used it like a burrito wrap or something like that?
Well, when I was a kid, everyone goes through an Animal House phase where they have like 6 roommates and all that. And that was when I lived in the apartment on Howe when I was 18 with some buddies. And that was basically that was a 5-gallon paint bucket, half of a plastic milk carton, somebody's hose attachment. That was our gravity bong. A blacklight dartboard and the album Jar of Flies by Alice in Chains got me through an entire summer. And it wasn't Tony's pizzas though. It was those Totinos that were like $1.
My guys.
And you could wrap up. Yeah, you could. Yeah. But that was when you could eat whatever. And
lose weight.
Yeah. And it did not matter. It doesn't stay there. Welcome back. Let's go around the NBA. And, hey, I heard somebody say in the media, I forget who, this is not that long ago. They said, Cooper Flagg might actually go 5th or 6th in this year's draft.
In the one upcoming?
In the one upcoming.
Oh,
that's how strong this draft is.
Wow.
I don't know about that. Look, it's not that Cooper Flagg didn't have a ton of hype. Let's be clear on that. I don't think he had LeBron or Wemby hype, though. I think it was whatever that notch is below.
Zion?
I think that's probably about right.
AD, I don't know.
Yeah. There's the different levels, and like LeBron and Wemby were like generational, no doubt about it. But yeah, I think you're right. There's that AD, Zion. I would put Cooper Flagg in there. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Hyped as like this is going to be a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say he should be LeBron or Wemby. What I will say is he turns 18, I think, 19 in 5 days. And holy guacamole last night, 42 points. That is a record for that age group. 6 assists, 7 rebounds, a couple of blocks.
He can be a good player.
Yes, he is.
And honestly, if you're, it is interesting when in the back of my head, I always have this draft in my head that we talk about often, like, okay, everybody's on the table. Who do you draft type of thing? And I feel like, why do I feel like Cooper Flagg has kind of, I don't want to say been forgotten this year, but it started out really strong and then something happened. And by the way, let me just take a look. He's averaging 18.5 points, 6 boards, 3.5 assists on 48% shooting.
Pretty awesome.
At 18.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like if Zion, LeBron, AD, Wemby, when or if they were putting up these numbers at 18,
right,
there would have been a lot more hype. Is it because the Luka? I really was trying to think about that last night. Is it because the Luka and Nico Harrison stuff is overshadowing that?
I don't have a good answer to that, but I feel like I agree with what you're saying. Like, he's been producing, but he is kind of a forgotten guy for whatever reason.
And forgotten in the sense, because I want to make sure people listening aren't rolling their eyes, and you and I are on the same page here. It's not that he's been forgotten. Like, he's still been talked about. But we're saying the hype has not matched what it was and what it was in the past for other players. So what I came to the conclusion is this, and by the way, this is not a defense of Nico Harrison and that whole move, which was disgusting garbage to help the Lakers, and I'm convinced it's a conspiracy. Jason, would you trade Luka Doncic straight up for Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg?
Luka Doncic for AD and Cooper Flagg.
If the Lakers called the Mavericks right now and they offered that, who says no?
I think the Lakers might.
You think the Lakers would hold Luka?
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask you this because I want to see.
Because they had AD.
They had AD. Okay. Because I had the same thought, but the tweak in my head was, but how much of that is marketing?
Right.
How much of that is basketball and how much of that is Laker market, whatever? I think Dallas would say no. I do. And by the way, I think also
because they also had Luka.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But so I think the real answer to this would be, let's say Sacramento had Luka Doncic and Dallas called and said, we'll give you Cooper Flagg. Well, maybe Sacramento's a bad one too because there's Luka history.
I know what you mean.
Portland.
Yeah.
Portland has Luka Doncic, and Dallas calls and says, we will give you Cooper Flagg and Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. Now, I will take arguments on both sides, but my point is, I think it's a conversation. And to be honest with you, I probably lean on the Cooper Flagg side. I really do.
Yeah, I think, again, way early in his career,
Yes.
but what I think the best part about him is his versatility defensively. Like, he's the kind of guy now in this league where you're switching everything and he can guard a lot of positions.
Yes.
And I think he's going to be a fine offensive player. Luka's more of a special offensive player, but there's Cooper Flagg's going to be a two-way player.
And Luka Doncic will never be a two-way player. Now, I don't think Cooper Flagg is going to ultimately be, if he's the offensive player, Luka is, yeehaw.
Right. I don't think he will be, but I think he's going to be a really good offensive player.
Now, here's the other part, though, the part that people don't like to talk about, but it's a huge reason, according to Dallas, why the move happened. I don't hear anything about Cooper's camp.
Right.
I don't hear anything about Cooper's conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Flagg has minimal miles on him. He's 18 years old and scoring 42 points. He's on a rookie contract for the next 3 years. I haven't heard a single headache about him. Here's what we can assume, what we've heard about Luka is with Luka comes the Luka circus. There are conditioning issues. There's worry that his body's going to break down the older he gets. Now, it's also a little unfair to say that the Dallas Mavericks got Cooper Flagg because they traded Luka Doncic, but I also think it's fair to say they probably don't get Cooper Flagg if they don't trade Luka Doncic.
Right. They happen to finish in that spot, and there they go.
So
lucky.
I'm not trying to say this was all Nico's master plan. They got incredibly lucky, but I'm not entirely sure Dallas, point for point, is not in a better future position right now than they were before through ass backing into the whole thing.
Right.
Why can't that happen to us ever?
Ever.
Why can't we have traded De'Aaron for Zach LaVine, but Fred McMurtry came with him, and it turns out he's scoring 35 a night. Nobody saw it coming.
Fred can't do that.
I almost said Fred Mercury. I had to adjust it because that would have been weird. But that was the name that was in my head. Other stuff going on as well. We'll take a break as well. Other stuff going on in the National Basketball Association, including we'll get you a losing with purpose update going around the league, and kind of a controversial game in. Kind of a controversial game in Denver. Hold on, I'm sorry. I know we got a break, but I'm looking at that multi-point inspection for one Alan Stiles on his vehicle in the middle of my live reads.
How much did that run him?
That's what I'm wondering too. I mean, he left it right there. I don't want to get into the guy's business, but his guy's.
Oh, I will.
I mean, he's driving around. He's, having to figure it out. He's got his address on there. Sure, we hide that from the camera so Styles Nation doesn't, he's got.
I don't think that's his address.
Oh, is that the address of the place? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably right.
It is.
It is his address?
No, the address of the place.
Okay, good. So Styles doesn't live on Fulton Avenue? Okay, well, that mystery solved. I'll tell you what is a mystery, though, is why is it that Jeep Grand Cherokee owners, time after time after time after time, oh, my God. Sorry. This actually works really well. This works really well into the commercial I'm doing. Jason circled what Alan paid, which, wow, I wish I had Alan Stiles money. Also, the commercial I'm doing? Look at what I underline. Look at the car. Yes. Listen. Jeep Grand Cherokee owners say time and time and time again how much they love their vehicles. And also purchasing from Hoblet brings a whole bevy of benefits. Right now, you can save up to $82.50 off MSRP on one of America's favorite, most loved SUVs, the brand new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. Hey, look, you got space, tech, power to do what you want and do what you need, from hauling the family around to a family vacation. Something special with the Jeep Grand Cherokees, you know that. Now's the perfect time to check it out and save big with Hoblet. But whatever you're looking for, you can find at Hoblet. Check out their certified pre-owned super center with nearly 200 vehicles available and over 50 under $20,000. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet. Period. We'll go around the NFL, including a crazy record with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who played last night. We'll talk about that next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. Just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-791-0000. That's 800-791-0000.
So Pure Talk just had their best year ever and asked me if I'd like to thank their customers on their behalf for being so awesome. I said sure. It's important to say thanks, especially this time of year, which is why, as one of their many satisfied customers, I should probably thank Pure Talk first for keeping their customer service in this country and for providing hundreds of American jobs. I appreciate that. I also appreciate their Roundup program, which makes it easy to support America's Warrior Partnership and join the fight against veteran suicide. And I love that Pure Talk donated 1,000 hand-sewn Made in America flags to veterans around Independence Day. And of course, I really appreciate their generous support of my own foundation, MicroWorks, and their commitment to help us train the next generation of skilled workers. Having said all that, it's now my pleasure, on behalf of everyone at Pure Talk, to thank you sincerely for choosing to do business with an American wireless company that actually stands for something. And one more thing. Merry Christmas.
Everyone wants the Emirates NBA Cup.
The temperature is rising.
30 teams started. Bang! But only 8 have advanced to the single elimination knockout rounds. To survive, they'll have to be hungry, relentless, ruthless.
Are you kidding me?
They all want the cup, but only one team can claim it. Who will capture the cup? Emirates NBA Cup knockout rounds begin tonight on Prime.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
If you wouldn't mind, Sean
When
Stranier.
it breaks, we have it first. It's Sactown Sports breaking news.
All right, the Indiana Pacers and, well, nobody. Just the Indiana Pacers are signing forward Gabe McLaughlin to a 10-day hardship contract from their G League affiliate. He went undrafted out of Grand Canyon University in 2024. Jason, Indiana was in the finals last year. Obviously, Halliburton hurt now. How does, hold on. Are you laughing at Halliburton? Is that what that is? How does Gabe McLaughlin, or McLaughlin, how does Gabe McLaughlin help the Pacers? And are they back?
No, back to you. Okay. None, no, back to you.
What were you doing 23 years ago? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What?
I was working here.
Well, actually, it's more than 23 years ago. It's mid-90s. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Dolphins last night. That is their 23rd straight home win on Monday Night Football. Mike Tomlin has never lost at home on Monday Night.
Never lost.
Never lost. Troy Aikman was having a day. I don't know how much of it you watched.
I watched some.
Dude, he was not a fan of the clock management by Mike McDaniel and friends. Last night. I don't know that necessarily would have decided the game, but there's a lot of things that coaches can't control. There are things coaches can control, and one of those main things is clock management.
Mm-hmm.
And they just that was not happening last night. I still, look, the Dolphins had an opportunity to pull to 500. Which I think
would have been amazing.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. I think that I think that they're not making the playoffs. That's kind of probably their internal goal. But again, Aikman was not having it at all. And am I muted? I am muted, and I will unmute. And here is hopefully Troy Aikman.
Super Bowls, and sure wish Phillip Rivers had an opportunity to experience that.
There's the veteran. Aaron Rodgers was not going to throw an incompletion if the throw wasn't there, so he takes a seat. Dolphins have to use their last timeout with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left.
I'm flabbergasted by what we've witnessed here in this fourth quarter with the Dolphins, and now they want to call timeouts, and it just is about as ridiculous a fourth quarter as I've seen in a long time.
I mean, they had the 5-minute touchdown drive. That was a good part. They got in the end zone, but they were huddling up, taking the play clock down inside 10 seconds, and now they try the onside kick. Don't get it. They're calling their timeouts. They're down by 13 points with 2:14 to go, and Aaron Rodgers was not happy with the tackle on that last play.
Okay, so there's that. But, Jason, just before that, there was this.
Not capable of doing it, but this is just the bizarre last few series, and they don't go hurry up. Now they're going hurry up. They're calling timeouts. It's hard to understand exactly what the philosophy or what they're trying to do.
Get it together. Get it together. Get it together.
There's never going to be another John Madden.
Right.
He's unique. Who is closest right now? Is it Chris Collinsworth?
I don't think so.
I want to be clear. There's no John Madden. But, who is our preeminent? The thing about John Madden that I always remembered is it's not necessarily his X's and O's and his tech. John Madden was obviously a football genius. Don't get me wrong, but he had this ability to, break down a very confusing game in football into booms and stuff like that made sense and spoke to us. But he was also he and Summerall were slipping into a nice soft blanket. You heard them and you knew it was a big game. Who is you hear them and you know it's a big game analyst? Because I think Joe Buck is probably, or Jim Nantz. Those are this is a big game guys. And I think you could pair either of them with Madden. It wouldn't be Summerall, but it would work. Same thing with Al Michaels, although I think he's lost a little fastball.
A little.
Well, the voice is still there.
Yes.
But who's the analyst?
I think Gruden was kind of that way.
I agree with you there.
But I don't know that there's one now to me.
I don't think it's Romo. I thought he was going there, but he has fallen off big time. You don't think the closest I could come up with was Collinsworth. I don't. It's Collinsworth or Aikman, isn't it?
Yeah, probably, I guess. Now, in the big game feel, it would be those guys.
Yeah.
But they're nowhere near what Madden.
No.
They're just different personality, different styles.
No. Who's the guy I used to really like in the 90s? He was a former NFL player. I want to say he was a tight end. Todd had a mustache.
Todd Christensen.
I love Todd Christensen. I thought he was out really. I'm always surprised that he wasn't more.
Yeah.
He was so good.
He was.
I don't know. I just don't know that we have that. And I almost feel like it kind of has to be an ex-coach, doesn't it? Or maybe an ex-player could do it, but you think that somebody you're not going to replace John Madden, but somebody would step into the role and be the preeminent analyst in the NFL.
It was pretty good, and he's just getting started, is J.J. Watt.
Yes, he is.
Pretty good.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think J.J. Watt's going to be, he already is fantastic. But I kind of have a rule we've talked about before with analysts, which is I need to see what there is a 5-year period for analysts that played. I need to see what they're doing. I need to see how J.J. Watt sounds in 5 years. Because we talked about this with Romo before. Romo was a revelation when he started. And I think a big part of that was because Romo knew a lot of the plays being called by a lot of the teams because he had practiced and scouted and he was familiar with it. Once that cycles out and he's on, it's kind of like if I went back in time, I'd be a really good GM until now. If I went back 10 years, dude, I would nail every draft pick. But then in 2028, there'd be some article about wow, Carmichael Dave used to be, he couldn't miss. And these last 3 years, he's been a little off his game. I think it's a similar type thing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't retire?
No, dude, I 100% will. Well, it depends because honestly,
you probably push your limit for one to see if you could do it on your own.
Sadly, I've thought about this. No, because here's why. Here's why. I'll walk you through it. This is sad. If I went back 10 years, it would take me at least 2, if not 3 years. Even though I have connections to the Kings, it would still take me 2 to 3 years, I feel like, before I was the GM at the earliest. Like nailing every single pick and showing it to them and making sure it got to Vivek or whoever. And then maybe in the 3rd year, I get a shot as an assistant. So I'm not the GM till the 4th or 5th year alone. But then it's on okay, kid, we'll give you a chance, but we're not paying you. I'd be on like the Doug Christie plan where I'm the lowest paid GM, and it's a good luck. So now I have 5 insane years of drafting, right? Like amazing. But my contract's probably 3 years to start out, if that. Now I've got 2 years left on my time machine of 10 years, and I got to sign my money contract, but I'm probably only getting a 5-year deal. All my money's coming in the second half, of which 3 of those years I won't have the time machine effect. By the way, these last 2 years, they don't really count. I don't know. I couldn't nail last year's draft probably based on this year. I don't know yet. I need another 3-4 years, but 10 years ago, I'm nailing the draft. So I think you really need to go back in time 20 years. Just saying. If you can make that happen.
Yeah.
We got to go. Okay, well, I had more on that. Patrick Mahomes had successful surgery. Its rehab is expected to push him all the way to the start of the season. I have a good feeling Patrick Mahomes will be back for the start of next year. There's just too much good science. Phillip Rivers will remain the quarterback against the 49ers. We'll talk about that later. And, yep, it is a torn ACL for Micah Parsons. He is done for the year. Devontae Adams, week to week, not expected to play on Thursday. We'll take a break. Top of the hour, 3 for Madness next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Fidium Fiber.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Tuesday. Getting outside at cloudy, foggy conditions. We've got some chances for a few sprinkles in the morning, maybe a few stray showers this afternoon, but a lot of dry time as well. Daytime highs expected upper 40s to low 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's about time they
fixed that pothole.
Invented better windshield wipers.
Made an internet that just works. Fidium Fiber Internet, starting at only $30 a month. It feels like Fidium. Offer available to residential customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See Fidium.com for details.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
It's the energy all around you. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Feel the thunder.
Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Year-end pricing's in effect. Every vehicle's priced to sell before the new year during Happy Honda Days. At Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Get behind the wheel of your new Accord or Civic today. Own or lease during Happy Honda Days at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
I see there are fans of the Bad Friends podcast in our chat. That's with Bobby Lee and not Andrew Nemhard. What's the guy, the redhead? On Bad Friends.
Andrew Nemhard.
It's not Andrew Nemhard. It's the redhead comedian.
Garfield.
No. Someone will help out. I'm totally blanking. I probably listen to that podcast more than any other podcast I've ever listened to in my life. And I have never listened to a second of the podcast. My entire experience with Bad Friends is Facebook clips. And I don't know if that's more normal now.
I pay my taxes.
Andrew Santino, thank you. That's old to watch it on clips? That's
Facebook.
Old, man?
Facebook.
Facebook's old, man?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's new, man? If it's, what, TikTok?
Or
Yeah.
Instagram Reels or something.
That's probably going away pretty soon.
TikTok?
Well, not going away, but people aren't going to be using it as much.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because it's being bought out.
Oh, it is? And then what? People are just, you know what I really feel bad for is the Vines people from Twitter. Like, that was TikTok. And they just got rid of it. That was TikTok before TikTok.
No.
Vines was TikTok.
It was only 6 seconds.
They could have made it longer is what I'm saying. Like, the idea was there. The bones were there. They were like, nee. You know what I say? Bring back MySpace. And I know they've tried. Bring back MySpace. Let me put my songs on my homepage. Let me design my homepage the way I want. Have a little 311.
Never had MySpace.
You never had MySpace?
Yeah.
I love the guy Tom Anderson or whatever his name is. Tom in that Keanu Reeves' character in Matrix.
Mr. Anderson.
Tom whatever. The guy who owned MySpace. He sold it at like 30-something years old. He sold for like $500 million or some crap. And now he just travels around the world. I read an article on him not that long. He just travels around being a photographer.
Oh, good for him.
He just goes around and takes pictures and then posts them. That's it. Just
on where?
That's a great question. Probably Facebook.
Tumblr.
Remember Tumblr? Oh, my goodness. 3 for Madness. Sean Salisbury coming up at 8. Question 1.
Of all the injuries suffered in the NFL last week, which one will have the most reverberations?
Well, the Chiefs weren't going to make the playoffs almost certainly, and Mahomes should be back next year, so I'm going to put that to the side. Okay, Jason, here's what I'm struggling with. I want to say Micah Parsons. I feel like that's the obvious answer. The Packers are right there in the middle of everything, and he is the core of their defense, and he's gone. But is there an argument that if it stretches into the playoffs, it's Devontae Adams? Like, they'll still have Puka Nacua. They've got other receivers. For some reason, I don't feel like the Packers can win the Super Bowl, but the Rams can. But I don't know that the Rams can win the Super Bowl without Devontae Adams. And there are those who say if it's not the Pats or the Broncos, I think if you polled all the experts, they'd say I think the Rams would come out as the team most people think is the best in the NFL. And they've got other weapons, but if they don't have Devontae Adams, they're in a little bit of trouble, and that could absolutely open up the NFC.
Can I give you two other candidates?
Yes, you can.
And this one's happened so late, so maybe they already started their slide, but Daniel Jones.
Yes.
Certainly is a factor. Where
Absolutely.
they started and how they were playing. He got hurt 2 weeks ago, so it's already the slide already happened.
Yeah.
I think there's one locally we still have to look at is Fred Warner.
Yeah. Well,
if he was around and playing for that defense, they already have Bosa injured, but I think they could get away with Bosa being out. I don't know about the Fred Warner one.
But if we're talking about injuries that happened last week.
Oh, is it just last week?
As of all the injuries suffered in the NFL
last week.
Yeah,
That's what it said in the question.
It's okay. No, hey, you pulled a me.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you. And by the way, interesting kind of around the bend point you're making. I know you weren't trying to necessarily, but I know this doesn't match the question, but if Fred Warner comes back,
right,
that could have equal reverberations.
Yeah.
I was trying to help you out.
No, I'm just thinking of it's Parsons.
Yeah.
To me.
Let me ask you this. You know who the favorite is right now to win the Super Bowl?
I
think this
Broncos.
Chris, I want you to play along here because this kind of surprised me. I'm looking at Super Bowl odds right now. Who is the favorite to win the Super Bowl, according to these Vegas odds I'm looking at? From 5 sources.
I'm going to say the Broncos.
Broncos. Chris?
Eagles.
Well, I will tell you I can see 6 teams. The Eagles are the 4th favored team to win the Super Bowl at plus 950. The Broncos are not listed in the top 6.
The best record in football.
Surprised me enough to where I had to be like, wait, is this just, oh, no, this is both leagues. So 950, Eagles 4th. Try again. Favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Rams.
The favorite to win the Super Bowl, the Los Angeles Rams. Remember, the Eagles are plus 950. The Rams are plus 490. That's a pretty significant difference. Okay, so we have the Rams at 1st. We have the Eagles at 4th. I'm looking for 4 more teams in the top 6. Seattle, number 2 at plus 850. So the NFC West has 2 teams that are 1 and 2 when it comes odds-on favorites to win the Super Bowl. The Rams at plus 490. The Seahawks plus 850. The Rams are almost double the favorite of the next best team. That's why the Devontae Adams things messes with me. The Packers at plus 900 still, followed by the Eagles at plus 950. Then the Bills at plus 1,000. The Patriots at plus 1,100. Not listed the 49ers.
Or the Broncos. So they hate the AFC.
And I think they really hate the AFC. They really, really do. I'm still pulling for, again, if it can't be my Niners, I'm still pulling for Bills Lions.
Okay.
I would also.
Lions got some work to do.
They do. I would also accept Bills Bears because that's kind of fun to say.
Yeah.
I would accept that, again, if the Niners can't.
Right.
But, of course, the Niners.
They can.
Levi Stadium. Also, have we had any discussion? I shouldn't do this. I thought about this over the weekend. Have we had any? Are we going to the Super Bowl? We going to Radio Row? It's in San Francisco. Have we had any? All right. Well, maybe we should talk about that at some point. Maybe we should have a meeting.
Probably should have.
Chris, you're a suit. What do you think? Your thoughts on going to the Super Bowl? Radio Row.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
You like that? Can you put together a Zoom call?
Maybe with Mr. Super Bowl?
Yeah, with Jonathan Super Bowl.
Okay. JSB.
Question 2.
It's actually named after a Super Bowl.
Question 2.
Who will be the number 1 seed in the NFC this year?
I don't know. Jason, do you?
No, I have to wait till all the games are played.
We haven't even played on what an idiot question that is. All right, Jason Ross. Well, it certainly seems like the Rams. We just talked about how they'll be the favorite. I am done doubting the Bears, and I'm super happy to be done doubting them. But I do have to point out that the Bears still face the Packers at home, and they're at the Niners. And they did lose to the Packers on the road 28-21 a couple weeks ago. Big win over they beat the Browns. The Eagles are 2 back of the Rams. Am I wrong for thinking it's going to be? I've narrowed it down to the Rams, Seahawks, or Niners.
Exactly.
I think it's going to come out of the NFC West
team. Yeah. So this Thursday game is really important for that. The first part of it. If Seahawks win, that opens a door for the 49ers. Because if the Seahawks win Thursday, it's simple. The Niners win out.
That's right.
That's
Niners
it.
control their own destiny.
Then they're the number 1 seed on this year with the injuries.
Bananas.
Yeah. And as Matt Barrow said, like they wouldn't have to leave ever.
They're
done.
They are done.
No traveling.
No travel. You can put your suitcases away.
So they'll either lose at home or they're going to the Super Bowl and lose at home.
So for Niner fans, this is going to be a weird spot. Chris, you're not a Niner fan, are you?
No.
Okay. What are you watching? Sounds like something with Homer Simpson. No, that sounds like I thought I heard Homer Simpson.
It wasn't Homer.
Okay. Niner fans this Thursday are die-hard Seahawk fans. I would like to say
they're the 13th fan.
They are the 13th. Yes,
13th man.
13th man. I'd like to say I will be a member of the Sixes this Thursday. Although it wouldn't be the Sixes, it'd be the 12s. That'd be for basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have a team.
Huge. Wow. Breaking news.
You're half the 12?
Yeah. It's going to be weird rooting. Although it's easy to root against the Rams because, LA sucks. But that is such a massive game for the Niners. Well, because let's be honest, the Rams win this weekend. It's pretty much, it's over. It's over.
Is it?
Well, the Rams win this weekend. They would still have that one game. The Rams finish against the Falcons and the Cardinals. Niners finish against the Colts. Okay.
Yeah.
The Bears and the Seahawks.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's not mathematical.
You need the Rams to lose this week.
Need the Rams to lose this week. But either way, I think. Now, let me ask you this. What about. Okay. Let me ask you. We're talking about what could happen.
What's Seattle's middle game?
I was just going to say. So we're talking about the Rams. If they win, they're going to be the number 1 seed probably. If the Rams lose, the Niners control their own destiny. But the Seattle Seahawks are 11-3. Now let's just assume it's a moot point if Seattle loses. But now if the Seahawks win, they're 12-3. They're tied up top. I guess they'd be split with the Rams. But then they still they go at Carolina.
That's the one.
And then they go at San Francisco. So let me ask you this $250,000 suitcase question. Seattle beats the Rams this Thursday. Who's going to be the number 1 seed? Niners finish against the Bears and Seattle at home. Seattle finishes against Carolina.
49ers.
You think so? You think the Niners will beat Seattle at home? Because they would have to.
I do.
And I think, and ultimately, I mean, what would be really super fun, I think, that would be, wouldn't it be? I don't know what the Rams tiebreakers are, but that would effectively be for the number 1 seed in the NFC. Almost certainly. But if the Rams lose to the Seahawks, couldn't they still? Well, what if the Rams win out?
Yeah, but then we're assuming the Niners win out.
Yes.
And the Rams lose this weekend, then win out.
Yeah, then the Rams have split with the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers.
Yeah, but the second tiebreaker was division, and that would be a second loss for the Rams in the division.
Why
to Seattle?
I just moved.
Right? Don't you have the Niners and Rams with 1 loss each?
Yeah. The Rams are 3-1. The Seahawks are 2-2.
Right.
The Niners are 4-1.
So the Niners would get to 5-1. Seattle would be irrelevant because that would be a third loss.
Yeah.
We're assuming the Niners went out and the Rams would have a second one in conference. So the Niners would get the second tie.
Now, what if there's a tie?
Well, so the Rams at 12-5. Let's just say they lose.
Right.
Or excuse me, that'd be 13-4. Assuming they lose. They're 11-3 right now. So they'd be 13-4.
And the Niners would be 13-4.
Niners would be 13-4. But if Seattle beats the Rams,
Well, that's the one we're giving him, right?
Yeah,
13-4, and the Rams would have a second division loss.
Yeah,
that's the tiebreaker. The Niners would win.
Yep, yeah, because right now they have one divisional loss. The Niners have one divisional loss. They're 4-1. Rams are 3-1. Seahawks are 2-2.
Yeah,
so they at best right now they can. The Rams and Niners are going to have two more. I don't think they can have two more divisional losses. Actually,
the Seahawks can.
The Seahawks can, but the Seahawks already have theirs. Right. So yeah.
So that's how the Niners would do it. Yeah, that's pretty simple path. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
Yes.
Seattle Rams Thursday. Rams need to lose for the Niners, and the Niners win out.
I don't know if you've looked at this either, but my goodness.
Which would be a 7-game winning streak going into the playoffs.
That would be. And now all of a sudden it's going to be like, well, and then Fred Warner comes back.
Yeah. And a bye.
And then Nick Bosa comes back. I haven't heard that, but.
I haven't either.
Also, shout out to the poor people. I say poor in air quotes. Shout out to the poor people at Netflix and Amazon. It's just bad. You want to talk about bad luck. We got a Christmas Day triple header coming to our TVs, Jason Ross. We'll start at 10 a.m. These are all divisional games, too. The Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
Completely meaningless game. Second game, 1:30. Detroit at Minnesota. I mean, Detroit still needs things. Right. I'm with you. But unfortunately,
fantasy is all we're looking at here.
The one that everybody was licking their chops about. What are your chops? Is that your teeth?
Just looking at
all right. Denver at Kansas City. It's just all that matters is Denver.
Yeah.
No longer no Patrick Mahomes.
You don't want to watch Gardner Minshew on Christmas?
Is that who KC's starting?
I guess.
Oh my God, it is who KC's starting. Well, let's ask Raider fans.
Yeah.
They love Gardner Minshew. Yikes.
Woof. Well, maybe the NBA will do better on Thanksgiving this year. Excuse me, on Christmas.
I hope. Well, what the hell? Let's see, Jason.
What the hell?
What the hell?
5 NBA games.
Yeah, 5 NBA games. I mean, look, the sad thing is, I don't know if this is sad or not, but the NFL is still going to dominate the ratings. And by the way, it's 3 fairly meaningless games, and it's on Netflix and Amazon Prime, and the NBA is going to be on networks and stuff. And the NFL is still going to poo on them. December 25th, Cavs at New York.
Okay.
Starting at 9 a.m., ESPN and ABC.
Merry Christmas.
Love that. 11:30 a.m. The game of the day. A rematch of the NBA Cup semifinals. Spurs at Oklahoma City. The Thunder looking for revenge.
Yep.
Dallas at Golden State. Cooper Flagg, Steph Curry.
Okay.
The Rockets take on the Lakers at 5 p.m. in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Kevin Durant returns to L.A.
Why do the Lakers get to host that?
Because they're stupid.
Yeah.
And then finally, the Timberwolves at Denver at 7:30 when everyone's passed out on the couch and nobody cares.
No Kings?
No. As a matter of fact, the Kings do not, and the Kings don't play on the 26th.
Which is very rare. They usually always play on the 26th.
They host Dallas on the 27th.
In a Saturday 2 o'clock game.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Let me see. Do they play?
And Sunday.
Do they play on? Oh, there's no Christmas Eve games?
No, nobody ever plays a Christmas Eve.
Is that right? Yeah. Good for Sacramento. They host the Mavs on the 27th, and they host the Pistons on the 23rd. They host the Pistons on the 23rd, so they get to stay home the whole time.
Yeah.
Also, that just rang something in my brain.
Yeah. I know what you're thinking.
You know exactly what I'm thinking.
It's right about almost the exact same time.
They played the Pistons on the 26th last year.
Yeah.
And then De'Aaron Fox fouled the jump shooter for 3.
The final game for Mike Brown.
De'Aaron Fox fouled the guy that could have been Keegan Murray, and then he made the shots, and then the Detroit's won, and then that got Mike Brown fired.
Correct.
By the way, Mike Brown and De'Aaron Fox both spoke yesterday about it. Kings surprisingly were they were the talk of the cup yesterday. We'll have some audio for you on that. Number 3, please.
Question 3.
With the Chiefs out, do you see the Lombardi Trophy as open season? Or is it still the Eagles to lose?
I'm a big believer in, unless the defending champion, unless, again, if Jalen Hurts shredded his knee instead of Mahomes, if they suffer a massive injury or they're just ridiculously, like the year after the Eagles won it a few years back where they just fell apart. I'm a big believer in the defending champion. You got to knock out the champion to get the belt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I give him respect, but I'll do the $250,000 suitcase question to you. Are you betting on the Eagles or the field?
The field.
Yeah.
The field.
Yeah. So they're the champs. I would give them the proper respect. I do not think they're going back-to-back. Do you?
I don't. But let me ask you this. Here's my problem. So we have seen that. Here's why I say, and I know you're not counting the Eagles out. Nobody is. But here's why the Eagles are very prominent in my head. Psychology of the fact, two things that we always talk about. Number one, the Eagles are everybody's Super Bowl this year. They have a target on their back as the defending champions. Doesn't matter who they're playing. Every team is going to get up for the Philadelphia Eagles or whoever the defending champ is. So even though on paper they may not have the toughest schedule in the league, there's a little bit tougher of a schedule that goes with being the Super Bowl champ. On top of that, they played an extra, quarter of a season last year as the Chiefs did. That can wear on you also. We've seen this before. It's also, as much as it is easy for teams to get up for the defending champs, it's probably also equally as difficult to scale that mountain, get to the summit, win the championship, get the parade, and then you go back in. We see this with dynastic teams all the time, especially whether it's the Spurs or the Lakers or whoever. They kind of cruise. And then when it comes go time, it comes go time. Now, I look at the Eagles and I go, okay, what is really different about the Eagles this year to last year? And Jason Kelce pops out. Obviously he's not there anymore. That's a huge thing. But when I look at the Eagles, who are currently 9-5, they lost to the Broncos. They lost to the Giants. That was weird. At Cowboys, home Bears, at Chargers. They've lost 3 of their last 4. They beat the Raiders. They finished with 2 of the Commanders' and an at the Bills. I'm going to look at that at Bills game pretty strongly. That's going to tell me a little bit about the Eagles, I think, because it wouldn't be unlike a defending champion to say, okay, it's playoffs now, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, let's get it together. We've been kind of tanking it a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if that's the case with them.
Well, I mean, I don't doubt that Philly couldn't go into Los Angeles or Seattle or San Francisco and win.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they've been obviously as good this year. Barkley hasn't run as well. Like, he was just dominant last year.
Yeah.
And it just felt like there were markings all through the year where you're like, man, this team's going to be tough to beat, and then they proved that they were. I don't feel the same thing from them now. They're going to have to turn that up, but they're capable. I just would bet on the field to me in the NFC.
You say Saquon Barkley's fallen off from last year. I don't know if the numbers support it. Now, he still has 2 more games to go. He played 16 games last year. Last year, he, of course, had 2,005 yards. He's got 940. He's
Close.
right there.
Yeah.
Look. Call me silly.
You're right. I didn't factor in the last 3 games.
Couple big games.
Yeah.
To end the year, and he's right back where he was last year.
Just 2 500-yard games.
That's it. Also, with 3 more games to go for him, he's only 5 yards behind what his receiving yards were last year. Right? Same amount of receiving touchdowns. Now, he did have 13 touchdowns last year and 6 this year. But again, 3 games. If he averages a little over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns a game, he's right back where he was.
That's all he has to do.
That is how much we just talked about? I wonder how much of that is Jason Kelce. Like, I don't know I don't know what else they're missing. It's not like they forgot about Saquon Barkley. It's not like they went, oh, well, he's averaging 3.9 yards per carry as opposed to 5.8 last year. That's bananas. So I don't know. I'm with you, dude. But until they're out, I'm going to keep a little eye on them.
Yeah, and maybe it's the wear and tear from last year, all the amount of mileage that he put on, but still, that's a big difference.
Let's talk about the others. Okay. I'm going to give you. I'm not going to include a lot of these teams, so I'm going to actually say the The Rams don't count. The Niners don't count. The Bills don't count. The Packers don't count. The Eagles don't count. Hell, the Lions don't count.
Okay.
Broncos, Patriots, who are combined 23-5.
Allen will line up again in victory formation.
The ball did that.
As the Bills come in and stunt.
The ball literally did all of that. It closed all my things. If I were to give you the Broncos,
yes.
If I were to give you
can stop there.
That's it.
That's the team.
Yeah, but I'm saying my question is Broncos, Patriots, Bears, Jaguars, Chargers, Texans. Okay. By the way, the Texans are the bottom team I mentioned. They're 9-5, and they have won 6 in a row. So let's not laugh at that. Those 6 teams are the field.
Those 6.
Yeah? You're there?
Mm-hmm.
Are you there? Because
Yeah.
we've been asked that question all year.
Yeah.
You're there now? Okay. Okay. I'm not
The
disagreeing.
options of Denver, and I think Houston's going to be dangerous.
I think Houston's going to be. Well, I think, okay, I agree with you. I also think, I don't know which one of those teams is going to crap their pants.
Right.
I don't know which one.
It
but
has to, right?
They would, but I'm saying like first round
Yeah.
or after the bye. One of those
Right.
teams is going to, and we're going to go, wow. Well, but man, the Broncos, dude. The Broncos have won a lot in a row. And the Broncos are 4 points away from being undefeated this year. 1 point loss at Colts. 3 point loss.
With the leverage play.
They should have won that game. 3 point loss at the Chargers. That's bananas.
Yeah.
Hey, that happens. They win the whole thing. Sean Payton, you took the Saints and the Broncos and rebuilt both programs. He gets up there in the echelon all of a sudden.
Broncos won the Super Bowl at Santa Clara last time.
Dun, dun, dun. Dramatic hamster. We'll take a break when we come back. Kings, a surprising topic of the NBA Cup. De'Aaron Fox talked to our friend Mark Spears. Mike Brown said some nice things as well. And we have some news about the Cup as well for next year. We'll get to all that next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's going on for Hoblet's Wrap the Year Up sales event?
Get the best kind of gift, the kind that saves you money. Right now, save up to $13,500 off MSRP on the new 2026 heavy-duty Ram 25 and 3500s. And a little extra Christmas treat, no payments for 90 days.
Did you just say $13,500 off MSRP and no payments for 90 days on new 2026 Ram heavy duties?
Yep, 2026 is what I said, with some starting as low as $47,599. Plus, we have the best selection in Northern California, with over 400 new Ram trucks available and hundreds more on the way.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$14,500 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $3,500 factory rebates and $10,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,000 holiday select inventory, $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. $47,599 starting price on Ram 2500 Tradesman. VIN number 190143. 5 is net savings. See dealer for details.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon. Hello? You won't believe where I am. Are you running? Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2020.
Taxes.
Which song?
So it's funny. It was Kenny Loggins, and it was Nobody's Fool from Caddyshack 2, which I think, and I know I'm in the minority here, I get it, I'm on an island. I think Nobody's Fool from Caddyshack 2, greater than sign, his theme from Caddyshack 1.
Okay. All right.
I'm all right. It's a great song.
Uh-huh.
It's like picking between your kids.
Yeah.
But look, Nobody's Fool. Put that song on in the car and try not to think, I'm going to go conquer the world. I'm just going to go conquer the world.
What Phil Collins song came on?
Well, then I started going back and forth, and I switched over to Phil Collins. And it was, it started out with Land of Confusion from Genesis. But then as I was pulling in here, I'm always glad when I roll down my window to beep my little key fob on the gate to open it. There's times like if somebody was out there listening to what I'm blasting on the way in, it could get embarrassing. I no mystery. I went to
Easy Lover?
No, I went to my Old Faithful.
Another Day.
It's my favorite Phil Collins song.
What is it?
Separate Lives.
Oh, yeah.
And for now, we'll go on living separate lives. Great song. Anyways, I just,
I pay my taxes.
Who is today's Kenny Loggins?
Today's Kenny Loggins?
There isn't one. Like, we were talking about John Madden.
He's still with us, right?
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, he owned the soundtrack. Owned it.
Do movies make soundtracks anymore?
That's a great point. Do they? It kind of sucks, man. Soundtracks sometimes are almost damn near as important as the movie itself.
It's like your favorite director making a mixtape.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
And now we don't have any of that crap anymore. And now it's all original scores and whatever. It's like, come on, man. Let's get back to the soundtrack, or bring back like an 80s or 90s based movie that's all like. Can we get a 90s movie that has like Ubastank and Papa Roach?
Do we need that?
I mean, aren't we about ready for a 90s period piece again?
Yeah, Y2K.
Is that out? Is that new?
It came out last year.
Okay. I did see a clip yesterday of I don't know if this is old or not. K-Rock in L.A. does their big concert, and they had Evanescence. And that Wake Me Up.
Wake me up inside.
Yeah, they had Jacoby Shaddix of Papa Roach playing the part of Dude.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Nathan Fielder.
Cecil's son?
Nathan Fielder?
They had a big thing on the rehearsal with that song.
They did?
Yeah, because apparently
I can't wake up!
Scully, the guy that landed the plane, the Miracle in the Hudson.
Sully,
not Scully.
Not Vin
the
Scully.
one from X-Files.
But Sully was a big fan of that song.
Sully!
Sully, the guy that landed the plane, the hero, yes, was a huge fan of the song "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence.
And his theory was that the time that there was no audio in the cockpit was him listening to that song because the chorus matched up perfectly with the time missing.
Is that like the thing where they say start Dark Side of the Moon at a certain part of the Wizard of Oz?
And then they made a recreation of what that would look like.
Did they really? American hero.
American.
I don't know what happened to Evanescence, but I do know what happened to the Sacramento Kings. They did some trades. You know what I did yesterday that I don't know if I should or shouldn't recommend people to do, and honestly, I'm so torn by this that I didn't. Normally, I would tweet the link and be like, hey, this is what I did today. You should do at your own risk. I went back last year and I watched the Monty McNair press conference yesterday after the De'Aaron Fox trade.
Wow.
All 17 minutes. It is very interesting to watch that press conference now with the benefit of about a year. Like, holy crap. Then I went back and I watched, I don't know, he had some, I think it was Media Day with us, whatever. And like Monty looked like he'd just been released from Shawshank. Like he looked like sunken, eyes just.
He didn't want to be there for
He
that.
did not at all. And then old James Hammer starts out with the this is the first time we've talked to you since the coach being fired, blah, blah, blah. And so he's talking about that. And then you can tell the questions kind of get
it went more into the Mike Brown as opposed to
much more into the Mike Brown thing. And I'm just saying, it's not going to make you happy to watch, but I think it's very edgy to the point where I was like, do I want to clip this up for tomorrow? Because some of his answers are really, really interesting in hindsight. And so now we have the fallout. I've said this before. This is one of this might arguably be my least favorite non-relocation period for the Kings when it comes to the fan base, because we've always been on. I think the fan base is very split over De'Aaron Fox. They're very split. You have a large portion of the fan base that's like, yeah, dude, thanks. You screwed us. You asked out. You forced us to trade you to the Spurs. Great, rad. Now you're playing with Wemby and in the cup while we're screwed, and a lot of what's going on right now is kind of on that trade. And thanks a lot, you turncoat bastard. That is legit. And I'm not doing a voice or anything. Like, whether they're right or wrong, that's up to the individual. But that's a large portion of the fan base. And then there's another large portion of the fan base, I would say equally as large, that's like, yeah, dude, he played the second most games ever of anyone in Kings history. And we whine about the behind the scenes. He lived the behind the scenes, and he saw the ship was sinking, and he didn't want to commit to another long-term thing where he's stuck in Sacramento. So he got his ass out of here. He directed where he was going.
Yeah. Plus, very attached to Mike Brown.
Very attached.
Been removed.
Very attached to Mike Brown. And I think the one thing that really throws a wrench in the whole thing when you look back on it, funny enough or ironical enough, is that you could argue it was De'Aaron Fox's bonehead play at the end of the aforementioned Detroit game that was the straw that broke the camel's back with Mike Brown getting fired.
Exactly.
But in retrospect, we know that De'Aaron Fox did not want Brown fired. In fact, Brown being fired was the straw that broke for him. So it was a combo straw breaking.
A lot of straws.
And then there was just a big mishap, mishandling, whoever you want to call it, on the press afterwards, and who's talking, who's not talking, and that pushed the issue. And you could argue, well, they could have waited. They didn't have to trade him to San Antonio. If they did, they could have waited till the summer. They should have asked for the number 2 pick. They should have asked for Stephon Cat, whatever, which I'm sure they asked for, by the way. It should have waited out. Anyways, it's been done to death. Mark Spears wrote an article with the NBA Cup Finals featuring both De'Aaron Fox and Mike Brown. He wrote an article kind of focusing on De'Aaron Fox and where he's at and what he's doing and how he's feeling. And here's what old Mark had to say.
Because a year ago, De'Aaron Fox is playing for the Kings, and the head coach of the New York Knicks was coaching for the Kings. This is actually like 12 days a year ago before Mike was actually fired by the Kings. And then after that, De'Aaron, that was the last straw for him. He wanted out. So De'Aaron tells me now that he's on the greener side of things, that he hasn't stopped smiling since he's gotten to San Antonio. I asked him, like, hey, are you keeping up with the Kings at all? Who's definitely struggling. He said he doesn't watch their games. About the only guy he's been talking to is Keegan Murray, and he certainly wishes him the best. But he's ecstatic in Texas. His wife is from San Antonio. He's playing with Wemby. As you know, you've been talking about, they got a chance to be really, really special. And he said Mike Brown is family to him. Which probably isn't music to Kings fans here. It's hearing all that, and but they're both going to be competing against each other tomorrow in the NBA Cup Finals. So this is certainly a lot of irony going on here with this versus the Kings situation. Because a year ago,
there's Mark rabble-rousing.
Yeah, I believe all that.
I do
for
too.
De'Aaron on his camp. He should be happy.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Fragile ego, fragile body, weak mind, weak spirit.
From the 916, I think this person's probably talking directly to Chris and his people. So De'Aaron Fox says the grass is greener over there and people hate him because he engineered his own trade. And Tyrese Halliburton complains about the fact that he got traded and he didn't want to, and people hate him too. So I guess either way,
they didn't hate him.
But they hate him because he said it too much.
He kept talking about it. Over
so I didn't know there was rules and stuff.
Yeah, there are rules. You haven't read the pamphlet?
I didn't know there were rules.
Over.
So basically, if you ask for a trade, you're a turncoat. And then if you desperately didn't want to be traded and wanted to be here, but you got traded against your will, if you mention it more than what's the over? How many times are you allowed to mention it?
You're allowed to mention it 13.
Okay, if you go over 13.5 is the over-under. If you go over that, you're just a whiner.
Yeah, too much.
Did you see him at the Cena final match? That was embarrassing.
Who, Halliburton?
Yeah.
I did. Actually, I couldn't agree with you more.
I couldn't see him.
See that? You knew. Well, can't see that. Good job, Jason. Yeah, I was embarrassing, Chris. I can't believe you did that.
Describe it.
He's like, oh no, my favorite wrestler, John Cena, lost.
Embarrassing. I'm glad we traded.
Was that the audio?
That was the audio.
Why did he lose? I didn't want him to lose. There was a guy there that was happy that John Cena lost, by the way, right next to Tyrese Halliburton. He actually went up. This is the weird part. He was holding a sign in front of Tyrese Halliburton that said Cena loses. He was going, yay, yay. Then they ejected him.
Yay.
That's a deep cut. We'll take a break.
Yay! Yay!
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we got Mike Brown's comments about the Kings, and he had some nice comments about the Sacramento Kings. Also, is there a disconnect between the veterans and Doug Christie? Dun, dun. We'll talk about that next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave, and Timber Creek Golf Course want to let you know is your official holiday golf headquarters. Right now, they've got an unreal deal going. Buy 2, get 1 free. These are 12 packs of Srixon golf balls. Srixon has been turning heads all year. I've been using these balls, and yeah, for the record, my pseudo hole-in-one back in September came off a Srixon tee shot, and people aren't letting me forget it, that's for sure. Listen, these balls will not make you a scratch golfer, but for somebody like me, it makes the ball go more in the direction I want it to go in and that means quite a bit. So whether you're shopping for the golfer in your life or, let's be honest, you're buying for yourself, hey, stock up now. When you're at Timber Creek, grab a gift certificate for lessons to dial in your game for next season. Whether you're fixing a slice or adding distance, improvement doesn't stop for winter. You got your holiday shopping solved. Srixon, buy 2, get 1 free at Timber Creek Golf Course. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com. CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
Hey everyone, it's Kyle Draper here. If you're in the market for a new car, let me tell you about my experience with Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the moment I walked into their state-of-the-art showroom, I knew I was making the right choice. There was no pressure from the sales staff, and if I'm being honest, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I settled on the all-electric EQS SUV, and let me tell you why. First of all, the comfort. After a long day at work, I actually look forward to being in my car. It has several different massage settings, including my favorite, hot relaxing back. Plus, the seat heating and cooling features are perfect for the hot summer or those chilly mornings. Mercedes-Benz has the reputation of making the finest cars in the world. Now it's your turn to experience what I already know. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is the best car buying experience you'll ever have. They're just a short drive down I-5, or you can shop online anytime at mbofstockton.com. That's mbofstockton.com, and tell them Drape sent you.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Carmichael Dave. He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, coming up on 8 o'clock. the halfway point of a Tuesday. Is this week flying by, going slowly, or normal?
Normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too early for me to decide where it's going. Just some programming notes. You and I are working next Monday, Tuesday. And then I don't know what's happening after that. It's still up in the air. We're trying to figure out what we're doing.
Do you have an announcement to make or something?
Maybe at some point.
Maybe even in
February. Let's see. That clip was interesting that we played. That was Mark Spears talking about De'Aaron Fox, saying he only talks to Keegan. Thought Malik Monk was his friend too. What broke that relationship so much? I'm gonna answer that real quick in the best way I can, and I want everybody to take this the right way. I don't care, and I mean that in the sense of that gets more into like the reality show part of the business. Like, I don't know. And I don't want to speculate. I don't know. We saw Rasay, his wife, and Malik Monk yelling at each other on the sideline last year. Also, we know they both went to college and were very close. I don't know. Maybe people grow up and grow apart. Maybe there was a rift between them. Maybe De'Aaron wanted Mike Brown and Malik Monk didn't. I mean, we've all heard all the rumors. Here's what I know. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. And I haven't dug, but I just don't know. And as long as Malik's happy and healthy and De'Aaron Fox is happy and healthy, I don't care what they do in there. Right. That's just not. I get why the question's being asked.
Yeah. And also just even while it's different when the Spurs are on their path, Kings are on their path, there's other convenience of being on the plane and the car and the gym together every day. It's not happening right now.
Maybe someone was a baby on the way out and the other person was more adult about it.
For a lot, big wrestling fan. Clowns Halliburton for being a big wrestling fan. Ironic.
I'm a wrestling fan. Halliburton is a WWE fan.
Oh, that's right.
Let's make this perfectly clear.
World Wrestling Expedition.
Expedition.
That's what WWE stands for.
We found this land in the name of World Wrestling.
How many times does Fox get to praise the Spurs before it's too much? I think he should praise them all. Dude, if I was De'Aaron Fox, I get a Spur tattooed on my face. Are you kidding me? That dude, this is Shawshank. This is the Shawshank of the NBA. That's why I have a hard time being mad at De'Aaron Fox. I am firmly on the other side, and I'm a Kings diehard. It's not easy for me. He crawled through 500 yards of crap-smelling filth and came out clean on the other side. He's playing the NBA Cup final. He's got a max deal. He's playing with the best future player in the NBA, probably. He's going to be relevant. He's going to be in the playoffs, probably. He may very well win championships if they don't ship him for Giannis. He won. He's playing in his wife's hometown. He's from Houston. He won. And the reason I can't get upset at him is a number of things. Number one, look at Halliburton. He had no control over where he went. And we're like, But then, God forbid, a player speak up and say, I would like to actually control my own destiny. I'd like to control where I live and where I play. I'd like to actually imagine if, again, we're doing this radio show and all of a sudden my boss calls me an hour and he's like, hey, man, look, there's some really good young and up-and-coming talent in Boston, and we have traded you to WEEI in Boston for 3 of their evening guys and an intern to be named later. Sorry. And then I got to pack my kids up. And, hey, sorry, kids, we're going to Boston. Avery, you're at USC. We'll fly back and forth. Mason, you're now a child. That doesn't make sense in real life. I'm also not getting paid millions. I understand that. But God forbid a player who, he didn't just step foot in Sacramento and dangle his toes. He didn't, I live here, but I'm not really going to live here. I'm not living in Napa like our center. I'm not living in he lived in Carmichael. He lived in Folsom. He ensconced himself, probably not a word, in the city. He did
not Sacramento proper.
He did the whole thing about, people laugh at us, but we'll be laughing, last. And, I'm going to turn this, he played the second most game. Right. So again, calling this the Shawshank of the NBA, which I firmly believe it is. He served the second longest sentence in Shawshank history behind Jason Thompson. And that's really how you have to look at it. He served his sentence, dude. He got paid.
Yeah.
And then he went, you know what? I'm at the halfway point of my career, probably. I might have 4 or 5 years of prime left.
Yeah.
I would like to be relevant and not be a laughing stock. And I've seen all the behind the scenes, and this is a dysfunctional organization, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. And I was going to deal with it, but I don't. And by the way, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, guys, I'm not going to re-up. I'm going to give you the opportunity to get something for me, but here's where I want to go.
Yeah.
And by the way, nobody went and held a gun to the Kings' head and went, you must trade him to the Spurs, and you must trade him now. You cannot. The player himself went, I thought they were going to wait till the offseason. I didn't know they were going to trade me right now, which they should have waited to the offseason. I'm not going to hold to me, the thing that pisses me off the most and where I have the biggest disconnect with those Kings fans on this, it's like, bro, you're misdirecting your hostility. Don't be pissed at De'Aaron Fox. Be pissed at what got this there. Be pissed at who made those decisions. Be pissed about the fact that you had Fox and Halliburton, and now you got the magic beans in a boot.
Well, and for Fox, too, he had one trip to the playoffs here.
Yes, one.
And I would think every year, after last year, every year he'll be in San Antonio, he'll be in the postseason. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yes. And so that's what players compete for.
Yes.
He has less of a franchise-carrying torch to do right now in San Antonio. Still is a very important piece to what they're doing.
But he gets to be what he is, the second or third piece. That's what he
great
should
for
be.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Advocate, Devil.
You? Yes, we'll take DA in the back.
Can't you say that also Fox didn't help to the problems in Sacramento?
I would say that you could tie some things to De'Aaron Fox that are definitely unfortunate.
What?
And I would say, and by the way, some of them are no fault of his own. It's just his presence. I think if De'Aaron Fox doesn't exist, Vlade picks Luka over Bagley. In fact, I know that for a fact. I think he wanted his franchise point guard. I love how this is my fault. We're re-upping.
Which is not my intention at all.
No, I know. It's no. I'm the one who did. It's fine. They're losing. Who cares? They pick Luka if it's not for De'Aaron's presence. He wanted Bagley and Luka to be his Stockton Malone, his future point guard and big man, and that whole thing. I would also say Halliburton being traded, that was Fox. There's one too many, and Indiana didn't want Fox, so you effectively lost out on Luka and you lost out on Tyrese Halliburton and traded him for Domantas Sabonis because of the presence of De'Aaron Fox. Now, did Fox's bonehead play against Detroit cause Mike Brown to get fired? I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back, but Mike was already on his way out. There were people in the locker room, not De'Aaron Fox, that were not in Mike Brown's camp. And I don't think Fox was a saint. I think Fox handled a bunch of stuff. I'm not a De'Aaron Fox advocate. I'm saying for me, I think that it's very much like if you have if you have some sort of disease and you keep blaming your mosquito bites instead of looking at the source of the disease. And as we go to break, this is a very important text, and I want to address it. So you're okay with Fox screwing the Kings over with what they could have gotten back? That's a wild take. No. What I'm not okay with is the franchise being so completely dysfunctional on a regular basis that they took somebody who wanted to be here and basically drove him to the point where he was like, I'm leaving. But as one last thing, I'm going to tell you in advance so you can get something back for me. And then we ended up screwing the pooch on the trade. That's my take. You don't agree?
No.
Okay. We'll take a break. When we come back, Sean Salisbury joins us, and we will talk to him about the football and some more of the football and, whatever else comes. Hallmark movies, all that stuff. We'll do that, and I'm sure we'll revisit this De'Aaron Fox thing next.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
on Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Craig Ashton of the injury law firm of Ashton & Price. The winter months bring joy, but also with more rain and snow, unfortunately, more accidents. Over the last quarter century, thousands of Northern California residents have looked to Ashton & Price to be their root op with a law license to guide them through the storm of an injury claim. As always, we wish you and your family the safest and happiest of holidays. But if you need us, at Ashton & Price, we're here for you. So whether you've been naughty or nice, happiest holidays from Ashton & Price.
Remember,
For the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with AutoPay, plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heating and Air. They're now upgrading what they do to include plumbing. They're bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. So they're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them all the time as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement. And now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free and give you that second opinion. And right now, they got a free furnace special with a full system installation up to $2,500 in rebates. All for a company that's been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ Better Business Bureau. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacramento's official home of the 49ers.
San Francisco!
Sactown Sports, 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't! Yes, he did!
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Big weekend in the National Football League. Sorry, Ryan Cohn is back, and welcome back, Ryan. He made me laugh. He said, if we get too harsh on the Kings, they might take our Keurig back. Like, where did it come to? The Kings have control of our Keurig. But that made me laugh. Joining us right now, he always makes me laugh. We are, what's deep into Hallmark Christmas season. The one, the only, the expert, the man, the myth, the handsome young gentleman, Sean Salisbury. Good morning, Sean.
What's happening, man? How you guys doing?
Great. Have you finished your Christmas shopping?
Not all of it. Pretty close. And I'm usually a late shopper anyway. I'm trying to convince myself to get it done sooner, but it usually takes, like some stocking stuff and some last minute. But I'll have it done by the weekend. I'm not going to go into Christmas Eve like you'll do to get last things. I'm not going to do that this year. So I'm getting close, I guess. Pretty close. I love being in the spirit, walking around with coffee and shopping and doing all that. I'm still, like, when it comes to that, love the the pomp and circumstance that goes with all the leading up to spending money that you, if you'd have just waited 2 weeks, you'd have got 1,700 more gifts for half the price. But that's not in the spirit. The spirit is good food and family, and we know that. But I'm out of the kid business, so now it's just the prices get more expensive as you get older, as you guys know. But I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I like this time of year, guys.
Are you I think this is the last time I'm going to talk to you before Christmas because of the holidays. Are you a prime rib guy? What's Christmas dinner for you? I
love to do prime rib. I love twice baked potatoes. Prime rib.
Yeah.
Big twice baked potato guy. Back to cream corn. I'll always lean on that, obviously.
Chris's favorite recipe.
And the truth is, prime rib. My son, who just opened his 4th restaurant in Austin.
Wow.
His partner. And he's a chef and a partner in all these restaurants. So, one of the managing partners. And they just opened their new steakhouse about 3 weeks or a month ago. We went to family and friends. My son, the reason I'm saying that, about a handful of years ago, he made prime rib at Christmas. You say, isn't everybody make the same prime rib? I have never in my life tasted a better prime rib in a steakhouse or a prime. It doesn't matter where you go. My son makes as good a prime rib as ever. And you can never emulate it, even though he can stand right there and say, now do this. But, yeah, prime rib's big. And I'm not a turkey guy at Turkey Thanksgiving. I love turkey, but we don't redo it in that. It's ham and prime rib and just a bunch of good side dishes. So, yeah, the meal's the real deal. But I'm a huge prime rib guy, big time. And it's got to be mooing as well. Don't give me any of that. Don't give me into that, well stuff where there's no pink. It needs to be pink to the point where you wonder if the animal's dead yet. So that's me.
Last thing for me on this, and then we'll turn to football. But Sean, you and I started doing a podcast in 2012 out of our garages and trucks and offices, basically. We've done a lot of hours on the air together. I have never once, not one time, even though you have, I've seen it on other shows, you've done segments and everything, I've never once inquired about the alliteration of your last name. But the fact that you just told me that your son is opening up yet another restaurant, and it's a steakhouse, and his last name, I'm assuming, is also Salisbury, I have to freaking ask you, is he using that in the restaurant business?
His last name better be Salisbury. There's going to be some problems. And if you look at it with my height, it's like if he's not my kid, then I got to find the dude who is.
We never know, Sean, do we?
If that milker mailman looks like me, he's either really screwed or really happy, and I'm not sure which one it is. And if I go up to him and he says, if he shows up at my door delivering something, and I say, hey, by the way, 20 years ago, were you watching Hallmark? And he says, yes, yeah, you know what? We have actually discussed, we've actually discussed over the years, like putting like a Salisbury steak on one of the menus at his place, right? Now, he's not going to do that at this thing because this is a high-end, top-notch walk-in, got like the leather seats mafia feel, but also an upgrade. And when they turn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a really, really cool bar. But cozy and quaint, so it's phenomenal. And the food and service is ridiculous. But he's good at it, and he's a grinder. But I wouldn't want to put – now, maybe for fun, but I don't know if you want to put that on the menu because you go right from a top-notch steakhouse to Salisbury steak. But I think that's kind of the key, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have that, and then you're on the other side. You know how some great steakhouses will have like a Wagyu burger?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be pretty cool to do that. At least that's what I tell him.
Yes.
Now, whether he could whip up with some Salisbury steak with some mushrooms and gravy on it, well, hell, maybe they order it and he just pulls out at Swanson's TV dinner and slaps it on the high-end steakhouse as kind of a joke on the menu. So, yes, we have discussed it. And, yes, at some point in his restaurant, as he continues to turn into a restaurant mogul, there will be that on the menu at some point somewhere. I just don't know if he wanted to take a 5-star steakhouse to a 3-star with that nasty Swanson Salisbury steak. But I tell everybody it's prime grade A beef, man.
Right.
It's better than Wagyu, that is. So, yeah, he'll come up with something because he's pretty clever. But, man, if you guys are ever working your way to Austin, you let me know.
Yeah.
He's got a seafood oyster house. He's got the steakhouse, and he's got a burger joint. I mean, off the charts, man. You'll love it. Yeah.
If you brought out that Swanson's, right, the dessert was always like 9,000 degrees
Coconut
and everything else
pudding.
was cold.
Yeah.
Like you just could never master that meal.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's like you put it in the microwave, and you bring it up. And first off, there is no doubt we've all been there. The mashed potatoes will burn the roof of your mouth where you can't taste for a week and a half. We just can't wait to do it. And they're kind of runny. Or you'll get the stuff where the Salisbury steak or whatever is kind of cold.
Yes.
It was a pot pie. But you're right, the pudding. And I'm always thinking, I know you got to cook pudding, but it just feels weird to have the Salisbury steak cold and the pudding hot.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we got it down. And then the peas and the carrots that go together. There's no doubt. But if you haven't burnt your roof of your mouth and can't eat for 3 days on Swanson's mashed potatoes, then you haven't, with a tray table in your living room, really classy type, we lived off of that. I was like, classy. That was an oak table in my house.
That's right.
And it broke once in a while, but damn, we ate, and we didn't realize it. And then you followed up with hamburger helper the next night and fried Spam the following morning.
That's right.
And you think I'm kidding, but I'm being dead serious.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. I got to share something with you guys real quick. I know we're going to go football, but to hell with football.
Hell with football, I say.
We got like 5 good teams, and then there's the Raiders. But I'm at HEB, which you guys know is it was voted the number one. The HEB chain. If everybody had that grocery store, you'd be like, man. And no disrespect to other grocery stores, because I thought growing up was Safeway in California. It's like, but you walk into one of these, it's like, oh my goodness, they're phenomenal. Well, I'm walking through, and a guy and his wife will walk by, and I hear them talking out loud. Hey, honey, where's the Velveeta? The Velveeta cheese, right? And I'm saying, well, that's the equivalent of Salisbury steak and the cheese thing.
Yeah.
And so she points and says, I think it's over there in the refrigerated section. And I said, man, I don't mean to eavesdrop, but let me tell you something about Velveeta cheese, because I'm an expert on it. It's usually in the grocery section.
That's
You're
right.
not going to find. And it's like, did it hit me? I'm like, because it's wrapped in that foil. I'm like, you know what? And it is. You'll go to a grocery store and you'll find it in a non-refrigerated section.
That's right.
If you did that with cheddar cheese, there'd be 4 pounds of mold on it by the end of the day. Yet you could leave that on there for 74 straight days.
Yep.
And go get it, and you're sticking it on your Philly cheesesteak or whatever it is you're doing, and it's good to go. And I'm like, there's something wrong with that picture too. If cheese is not refrigerated, then I got a problem with it. Well, Velveeta, yet I'll eat it. He started smirking and laughing. I said, I don't know if you're going to find it in the refrigerated section. I'm like, Velveeta expert, dude. Grew up on it. And he smiled and went on about his way. So good food conversation today on the low-end stuff that we still eat. There you go.
And I want to end it this way. Let me tell you something. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with a good Salisbury steak, some brown gravy, mashed potatoes, corn. You can use it the next day. Like you said, you can chop it up and reuse the whole thing. You can put that in your hamburger helper. I'm being dead serious. Like I would take that. Top 75% of meals I could eat would be Salisbury steak, gravy, mashed potatoes. Oh, and Velveeta. Throw that in some soup with some broccoli.
No doubt. It's the truth.
They get a bad name, man. But, like, you know what? Sometimes Sean and your son is obviously an incredibly talented chef, and I love that about him, and I love that for you. But also, you know chefy people. I know chefy people. Dude, I don't want to eat braised ox cheek with sweetbreads and bull balls. Sometimes I want Salisbury steak.
Menu. Right. They have it on there. It's like you're wasting time. And it would make for a really cool old school, because a lot of people go in and live through that Salisbury steak time.
Yeah.
And Swanson's there. There is no doubt. I am with you 100%. And I don't apologize for it, because I still, to this day, will eat some stovetop stuffing.
100%.
I honestly
100%.
dressed up, because we sometimes try to get too cute with stuff. And I know we're in this era, but if you eat that, then go out and drink out of the hose in your front yard, then come back in and have Spam or Underwood deviled ham or Buttig ham that was 59 cents out of the pack. You'll live till like you're 105. But
Carl Buttig was a saint.
Dude, there's no question. You could buy the ham and the turkey. Yes. And in college, we used to eat it. You could buy 14 packs, and it all stayed together, so you put the whole pack on one sandwich. But it was inexpensive. And same thing with top ramen soup that you can dress up. I'm being honest. I still, to this day, about once every couple months, love the hamburger helper.
Yes.
Honest to God, I do. And I know that some people are like, what? Nope. Listen, that's what I grew up on. And so I still like to mix it in. I don't know if it's a reminder that times were good then, but it just, to me, I'm not apologizing, because you're right. Good Salisbury steak done right with dark gravy and mashed potatoes, off the charts.
Yeah.
Some people will never get it because, well, that sounds gross. Dude, I know this is kind of gross, but I still will and grew up on, because it was inexpensive, I eat liverwurst sandwiches to this day, but liver fried potatoes smothered in onions with fried potatoes and all of it mixed in, I still eat it. Now, I don't get it cooked for me, but it has to be – I'll eat it once every couple of years. But I have no problem eating the liverwurst sandwich. My dad grew up on it, liverwurst and Swiss cheese with mayonnaise, lettuce, and tomato. I'm all over it.
Nothing wrong.
Still to this day. I know it sounds gross to some, but not to me. I got a stomach of iron. Yet I try to eat healthy, but once in a while, that sounds better to me than going to some high-end restaurant. Honest to God, truth for
Damn right. You're damn right. All right, Jason.
All right.
I could do this for the next
I could
50.
too. He lost you on liverwurst, didn't he?
He did lose me on liverwurst. I think liver. My dad loved chicken liver, still does. Would skewer them and marinate them, and it just tastes like ass to me.
It does, and sometimes some people may not have a problem with that. So for me, my dad, thinly sliced liverwurst on a sandwich. My dad made it look great.
Yeah.
And so I ate it, and you know what? To this day, 98% of the world won't touch it. Just the look of it, but I still, to this day, will go buy freshly sliced liverwurst.
What about manwich, Sean?
Dude, are you kidding?
Okay, or person-wich. I don't know what we're supposed to say.
All you had to say is that, sloppy Joe mix, yes.
Yes.
Still have cans of that because once in a while,
damn right.
we all get cute, throw in some onions and some green chilies into that, and your sloppy Joe will set you to a whole new level of vittles if you're scrambling around. Plus, you can eat for weeks on that stuff.
American cheese on them or no?
American cheese is still you don't put American cheese like on a grilled cheese sandwich. Put American cheese. You put American cheese on that.
Cheeseburger.
You pull it right out of the pack. You got to fold over and pull off.
That's right.
I think they're still doing that in high-end sandwich places, in certain places.
Should be.
Like I said, we get too cute sometimes, just like coordinators do sometimes when they double reverse pass and throw it to the other team at the goal line. Yeah.
There you go. Well, Sean, how about the really bad news this week for a guy like Patrick Mahomes? They were going to be eliminated anyway, but any chance he's not the same QB when he comes back? I mean, it's not his arm, but what do you think about his return?
Well, I would first call up Brady and say, how'd you do this? The eerie similarities, guys, of both of them in their 9th year blew out their knee.
Yeah.
Both of them had already won 3 Super Bowls. Both of them up to that had won they lost the Super Bowl the year before they blew out their knee the next year. Wow. So the eerie similarities. But you know what? This is at a time, and I hate to say this because I've shredded it twice. Sometimes there's a reminder, not that Patrick needed it, but he's in 9 years. You know, it's weird. Guys, think about it. He's almost been playing a decade.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Feels like he just started with Andy, right?
Yeah.
Well, all this, now sometimes it's a reminder in the offseason of what drives you and the hunger. And, you know, we all like to think Mahomes is not going to lose that, but there's that, okay, what's going to get me to another level of training and maybe to change it up? It sucks to have it happen, haven't been through it. It's a year injury, so it doesn't just affect this year, guys, and they weren't going to make the playoffs, but it goes into affecting training camp. You know, it's going to be a grind this offseason when I'm sure he's used to going and playing golf at times and relaxing as he's earned it. But now you kick into there's a little insecurity because he's been relatively healthy his whole career. He's been fortunate. And you got to be a little lucky and a little blessed. And now maybe you have to change your game up a little. I don't think it's going to work. I'd be more worried if it was an Achilles. I'm not worried can he come back at full strength because what it did for me, the muscle around the leg becomes stronger. It's you know, once you break down the knee, you break it down. It may never be the same exact knee, but the way they're training now with all the stuff we have at our disposal, he'll come back fully healthy. And I wouldn't be surprised if he came back stronger and even more focused than he's been. Why? Because the insecurity kicks in. Even with Patrick Mahomes and Joe Montana with his back and any of us, the insecurity kicks in is like, damn, can I play at this high level? Of course he can. It's just the grind changes in the offseason because you go into the offseason now, you got to rehab, you got to stick with it, you can't miss it, and you're going to be, 6, 8 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it is, at least a month into the season by the time you're running him out there. So somebody else is going to start, and even though it's Patrick Mahomes, why do you think Manning and Brady never let anybody take the kneel down? They don't want anybody out there doing it. They want to do everything. And Patrick, I'm sure, will go through the same thing because he's in that midpoint of his career. He's not old. He's usually when the best players are in their prime playing their best football.
Yeah.
And then all he's got to do is look to Brady and say, there's Super Bowl rings and great challenges post-injury. And it can actually just reset your clock on your commitment. Even though it's there, you find new ways to do it so you're not doing the same thing over and over again. And in truth, Kansas City, him, Andy, all of them in Kansas City, probably need a refresher just to get them going again because they've lived at the top for so long. A good reminder and a kick in the rear, and unfortunate how it's happened, isn't a bad thing for any of us.
Sean Salisbury joining us. I thought the best story of the weekend, probably because you didn't pick your phone up because you were busy. Phillip Rivers started for the Indianapolis Colts. Dude was literally grandpaing in Alabama on his couch. They signed him to the practice squad. 5 minutes later, they elevate him. He's starting as a quarterback for a Colts team that still has playoff hopes. And the whole team, Sean, I'm sure you watched that defense. You go, hey, Grandpa, here's the Seattle defense in Seattle. And that Colts defense played their ass off. That field goal kicker played his ass off with the 60-yard field goal. They came up just short, but I still think it was the best story of the weekend, dude.
Yeah, I do too. And you know what? I mean, there's some great plays. Dewey pretty good, and that Josh Allen cat ain't very bad. And Caleb Williams continues to improve. The throw he made, you shouldn't even try, and to go into his right, the back of the end zone. So there's a lot of really impressive things.
Yes.
But this was impressive as a gift. I'm with you. I loved watching the smile on the players' faces if their dad had come back to play. And it's like, Pops, you're out here with me, man. This is cool. And then to watch their reaction when he get a completion or when he threw his first touchdown pass, I loved it, man. I did. And listen, we talked about guys. The horizontal football is going to have to be relative. If you're playing against him, you squeeze him, try to stop Jonathan Taylor, and force him to throw down the field. You can see that the drive, at least the first time, and it wasn't exactly, an easy atmosphere to go in, but to keep them in it, to give them the lead, to get them down to kick field goal. And they're just unfortunate the defense couldn't get off on the last one, and their field goal kicker did his thing. His guts, most people would have been afraid to embarrass themselves, honestly. Think about it. You're like, 5 years out, man, I'm not going to go. And also, he showed up and competed, not caring about the embarrassment. I love the way his high school players responded and his own kids. And it's in the loud message. There's nothing. What are you afraid of? The greatest thing about Phillip Rivers is the competitiveness and grind and the energy. And listen, he kept them in it. They're going to have a hard time pushing the ball vertically. We all knew that physically. And maybe next week will even be tougher because now you got to recover from some of the hits.
Yeah.
But I love him. And to have stones that are dangling down to your ankle after to just show up and do this, I was immensely impressed. And how could you not root for him? And I don't know how anybody found negativity. It'll be tough to sustain, but
sure.
I thought Phillip Rivers, just for showing up and competing with a few days, and to keep them out of bad plays for the most part, I thought it was really impressive. He's just going to have to continue to work on timing and get his legs underneath him, but it was impressive. I loved it.
Yeah, Sean, I wanted to ask you about that part because I think there's so much excitement for him. Like, hey, I'm get the call. Now I'm getting added to the practice squad. It felt like it was tracking for him to start, and then ultimately he gets there. But you already mentioned it, like how he's going to recover this week from getting hit. Did you notice a difference from 24 to 28 to 32 to 36 years of age that, man, from Sunday to Sunday is getting more difficult, and now he's in his 40s? Is that going to be more challenge for him?
Yeah, and if you say there isn't, not you, any of us, we're lying. If Phillip said, well, I feel the same. No, that's just you're trying to convince your mind that it is. Now, listen, of course it is. This week it was all exciting. I can't believe this is happening. The shine, Phillip, it was all like, man, that adrenaline flow you get from, man, I'm playing again after 5 years and giving up I got to push my Hall of Fame back 5 years, right? I mean, my Hall of Fame possibility. So the risk was bigger than the reward. Now for him, I'm talking about team-wise and injury, like, man, this is risky, but the reward of getting through it and putting his team in position, that may be one of the highlights of his career. And his young kids get to go back and watch him play, right, which is really cool. And his high school team, yeah, there's a difference. I mean, think now, just in our lives, guys, and I know we're not getting hit. Go play golf 3 days in a row.
Yep.
Go do it. I've committed. I'd like to think I'm in shape, and hell, I feel better than I have in 25 years. My body, and after knee replacement and all that, and losing weight. But I'm telling you, when I told you we went up and played Pebble Beach, guys, we walked 4 days of Pebble Beach, of Cypress Point, and walking it. This is golf now, and I'm not saying it's not a hard play. You had a caddy. I wasn't carrying our own bag. At the end of it, we all looked at each other like, 4 days of this, man? Maybe we should have scheduled those. Maybe we should take a 1 day off and then play two more. And it's golf. And I know that you get a little sore. I now imagine having rush ins that are 260 or 255 that outrun the running back, hit you. And now it goes back to the business. You're fighting for your playoff lives. You're coming off a loss. Now reality sets in. Now it's business. It's work. And I'm sure he's excited, but now the other team doesn't feel bad for you. Like, should I hit this home? It's like, I'm unloading on him because we got stuff to do. It's December, and we ain't playing. And a nice Christmas present for Phillip Rivers, but I'm sure the other teams, the Christmas present they want to deliver isn't what Phillip Rivers had in mind. So, but you know what? This is a great story and a great. And if he is able to pull this off and get him into the playoffs or help, it'd be one hell of a football story. And, heck, in 5 games, you may have to call him comeback player of the year if he was able to pull that off, right?
Couldn't agree more. Grandpa, Salisbury steak and hamburger helper. He had another week with our dear friend Sean Salisbury. Sean, if we don't talk on air before Christmas, on behalf of the listeners and all of us, thanks for all you do joining us each and every week.
You guys are awesome, man.
Okay, brother.
All the happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everybody out there. Be safe, and God bless those who are going through the difficulty of the tragedies we've seen in the last few days.
Yes.
Amen, and Merry Christmas to you guys, and thanks for always having me on. I love this time of year.
And tell your boy to get some Salisbury steak on the damn menu, Sean, okay?
Matter of fact, I may take him off the Christmas list.
There you go.
Yeah, how's that?
Be proud of that name.
He's going to say, Dad, you can't take me off any list. I'm bigger than you now. So there you go. Appreciate it, guys.
See you, brother.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, that's Sean Salisbury. We'll take a break. When we return, how about some 4-down territory, shall we?
Let's do that.
The power ranking time, top 5, bottom 5. Power rankings now are so much different than the power rankings at the beginning of the year, now that we have things to go on. Patrick Mahomes and his legacy, and a different kind of legacy for teams not being successful. We still have the Kings and the Cup. We got Mike Brown quotes and a ton to get to in this final hour and a half of the program. We'll get to you next.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
Yeah, remember? Hey, let me tell you about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, a lawyer right here in downtown Sacramento with years and years and years of experience. Has helped a lot of people and can help you too. If you're in need of representation, he's your guy. 916-304-9187, or you can go to saclegaldefense.com and find out more. And find out more about expungements. A lot of people have asked me about that. I said, yeah, that's what he specializes in. That's what he's done a lot of his work in, and that's getting things off of your record. Something maybe that's happened in the years ago, a long time ago, and it's still following you around. You'd like it removed from your record, that past that you'd like to shake free of, maybe get some of your rights back. Well, he can help you with that, and that's called an expungement. Also, maybe you've been involved in a wrongful termination case at your employment. Maybe it's a car accident you've been involved in. Just all sorts of different things can go on, and you might need some representation. So here's your guy, Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law, right in downtown Sacramento. He's local, he's been effective, and he's helped many people from our area and can help you too. Again, saclegaldefense.com, 916-304-9187.
Quiet down. Here she comes. Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details. The clock is ticking. This holiday season, give the gift they'll really love. A new Honda from Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Happy Honda days are happening right now. Score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas, all at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Daniel Tosh, my first farewell tour, Saturday, January 24th, 8 p.m., the venue at Thunder Valley.
This is how I come up with material. I rant to my friends and my family, my inner circle, and when they hate every word coming out of my mouth, I know it's ready.
Saturday, January 24th, 8 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley. On sale now. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss your chance to see Daniel Tosh.
Now is the time before winter is full on in your kitchen to make sure your heat or your furnace is ready. How do you do that? Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating will get the job done for you like they did for me last winter when our system crashed and burned in the dead of winter. Check them out, leesair.com. Right now, get $100 off any AC heating or plumbing repair. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating does it all, and they've been doing it at a high level for 40 years. See how they can help you stay warm and cozy all winter at leesair.com. That's Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, license number 635355.
Welcome back. So are we gonna do did we play the you're listening to the Jason, blah blah before or no? Okay. I feel like this has been a thing. Are we when we do, and it's only for 4 down territory. Because I know you help out sometimes and you'll play it when I understand that, but like yesterday, I think it was the same thing. Like I looked at you because I never want to start bringing us back and then you play it.
Well, this is one of the rare ones where we don't have like a voice guy to introduce the segment.
No, totally. So I'm saying, do we play you're listening to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross when 4 down territory happens, or do we just come back to it? What's your preference?
What's your preference?
I think we play the rejoiner. Okay. I didn't know if there was a reason.
Fine. I'll fix everything the way you want it. It's because your name's on it.
Your name's on it. Did you eat any of the snacks I brought you this morning?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking. I guess you're not hungry. Oh, you don't? Okay, I'll let you in on that one.
All right.
3 for Madness, question 1.
What are your top 5 teams in the NFL?
In the NFL?
Yeah, WNBC. See Howard Stern, by the way, announced he's going to be back 3 more years.
Wow.
Yeah. Is he like 81?
Is he that old?
I don't know. I don't know.
I paid my taxes.
Get up there. Good for him.
How did he make it through?
Through all the stuff? It will forever be, I don't know, dude.
Especially with people like saying like, listen to what she said back in 1995.
I don't know how, but he did. Top 5 teams in the NFL. Go. Number 1, the Los Angeles Rams. Number 2, the Denver Broncos. Number 3, the Seattle Seahawks. Number 4, the New England Patriots. Number 5, the Buffalo Bills.
Okay. I'm going to go from 5 to 1. I have the Chargers at 5. I have New England at 4. Seattle at 3.
Same.
The Rams at 2. And I've had the Broncos at 1 for weeks. And so I'm not moving them.
I ain't moving.
Yeah.
Not moving them. Okay, so we're kind of close, but also kind of apart. Yeah. Second down.
What are your bottom 5 teams in the NFL?
Look, I'm not trying to be a guy. I'm not trying to be a wiseacre, but I'm going to say my 5th worst team, the Arizona Cardinals. The Commanders, Jaden Daniels is out, even though they have a slightly better record than some of the other guys. I'm going to say they're the 4th worst. The Titans, the 3rd worst. The Giants, the 2nd worst. I'm sorry, guys, but 31-0. Like, it's the Raiders, but also, like, are there any Raider fans left that still want them? Like, they finished the season, and they have coming up at Texans, home Giants, home KC. It would be so freaking Raidery, dude, to lose to Houston. They should. To lose to the Giants. I don't know who the hell is going to be favored in that one. That score might be the first final score to be in the negatives. And then win against Kansas City just because in week 18.
So take them away from the number one pick.
And they'll go from like the number one, like, oh my God, these other teams won. The Raiders are in line for the number one pick in the draft. And then they beat KC.
Now they're picking fifth.
And there will be at least 100 Raider fans out there like, yeah, be the chase. Raiders. It's like, yeah, bro, you just went from the first pick to the sixth pick. You traded a win over Kansas City in a completely meaningless game for 5 draft pick places at the top of the draft. If I'm a Raider fan, I hate it. Nobody likes losing, but dude, lose out and do what you can and get them picks and trade back and pile it up and build that offensive line and let's go.
Yeah, for the 5th worst for me, I have the Browns. The 4th worst, I have the Jets. It's been a rough year for them. Been a rough many years for them. 3rd, the Giants. 2nd worst, the Titans. And just like you, didn't want to do it.
No.
But yeah, the Raiders, I mean, Kenny Pickett gets an opportunity, and he throws a shutout. He does not score. The Raiders don't score, and it's bleak.
Also,
and again, they beat New England.
Right.
Make sense of that.
Is that the weirdest win of the year for any team or weirdest loss of the year?
Yeah, it's up there
It
for
might
sure.
be.
I thought Carolina beating the Rams was a little weird, but at least Carolina's 500.
Also, shout out to Eric Plunk and Bob Walk, but it's kind of a sign that you're not going to be a good quarterback when your name sounds like Can He Pickett.
Yeah, yes, he can.
Like, that'd be like Dawn Interception.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be a good quarterback if your name's Dawn Interception.
Not going to be a good pitcher if your last name is Ball 4.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, best intro of all time.
That O-lineman, Oscar offsides.
Right. It's not going to happen. Salamander missed free throw. Why is that a first?
Salamander.
Well, his name's Sal, and then it's like Carl Anthony. It's Sal-Amander.
Awful parents.
That's what I'm talking. Well, that's a little over the top.
But it's spelled Amanda, but they got an East Coast
accent.
accent.
They have an East. Yeah,
so Sal-Amander missed free throw.
Missed MISTFRE with the thing above it, THRO. Salamander. Yeah, it's AMANDA, but again, he was born in Brooklyn.
This is my son, Salamander.
Hey, Salamander. Missed free throw. All right, what's your name? Oh, I'm Jim Miss free throw. I'm his dad.
My grandfather changed the pronunciation when he came over.
And I'd like you to meet Terry and Tony Technical.
Yes, exactly. What do they do?
We're the
referees.
Technicals.
Why does anyone listen, dude? 3rd down.
Many were quick to point out that Patrick Mahomes was already a GOAT. This will be a 3rd straight year without an MVP and a 2nd without a Super Bowl.
He's gone 2 years.
Was that talk premature?
No.
Or right on?
Yeah. Wait. Yes, it was premature. No, it was not right on. Okay, sorry, I skipped it.
So too early on the GOAT conversation.
No, look.
He was tracking GOAT. Is he now no longer? But actually, Sean had a good point. Like
Brady.
Yeah, the same exact time frame. So Brady just he won more Super Bowls after that.
Look, if this was an Achilles, I think it's a different conversation. Because if Patrick Mahomes comes back running out of the pocket, then yeah, that's a big part of his game.
But what if he never wins another MVP or Super Bowl, but has like 10 more good playoff years?
Then he's a Hall of Famer. That's not the GOAT.
Okay.
And there's one GOAT, and that is Tom Brady.
So you're suggesting we wait for the career to end?
I mean, that's
an idea.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think the quarterback GOAT is Tom Brady. I think the player GOAT is Jerry Rice. I do think they're two separate things. And Patrick Mahomes is neither right now, but
could do it.
Still could do it.
Yeah.
So I think it's premature to do the goaty thing other than say he's on the GOAT tracker. Okay. But I think it's also premature to say he's no longer GOAT tracking.
Okay, that's fair.
He's still GOAT.
So he's right on the GOAT tracker.
There's a possibility of GOAT.
He's riding the GOAT train.
Yes.
Whether his final destination is Goatville.
Come on, Patrick Mahomes at the GOAT train. Come on, with the hey, all the world, join hands. Form a GOAT train.
Oh, did you switch
I did.
train songs?
Baby, I'll be there to shake your hand. Baby, I'll be there to share the land in the white room with black curtains. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Sunshine, go away today. We may never pass this way again. Come on, people now. Smile. It's Freedom Rock. You remember the Freedom Rock commercials?
Yeah.
You're looking at me like I have high blood pressure.
With the Chevy trucks?
What?
Like a rock.
Is that thing got a Hemi?
Don't you dare sully the name of. That's the second time Sully's been mentioned.
Yes.
But different type with Bob Seger. Bob Seger's a saint.
Yes.
Just like Dorothy Mantee.
Night moves.
4th down.
Toilet store.
Toilet store.
The Jets have the longest active playoff drought in 15 seasons.
Yeah, they do.
Atlanta is second with 8 straight
That's
seasons
terrible.
of missing the playoffs.
Did you say Atlanta?
Expired.
Is there an Uncle Lana? There's a my Lana.
That fact make the Super Bowl lead 20-3 they lost feel even worse?
Oh.
This
God.
is a Dave-like question.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like.
Gotta win them when you can.
Yeah. It's like, imagine being up 3-2 in a conference finals, and you have this massive drought. And
There's next year.
Yeah.
And then the year after that.
There's not. And somebody's sitting there in Atlanta right now.
Yeah. And they need my land.
Yeah. Well, all I know is this: none of the coaches involved on the Atlanta side should ever work again in the NFL.
Yeah. What do they know?
What do they know? Talk about GOAT, Tom Brady. Coming back from 28-3 overtime, win the whole damn thing. Yeah, dude, that sucks for Atlanta, man. And that does make it even worse.
8 years in a row without the playoffs.
Oh God, they were
half of the Jets.
Oh, they're so close. I'm not even going to do the yet so far away either. Like 28-3. More impressive. Patriots coming back on Atlanta 28-3, or the Sharks the other night coming back from 5-1.
Sharks.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
How many people thought they did some sort of jinx that day?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, bunch.
I got up and moved from this spot, or
Absolutely.
Someone said it's over.
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
At a Super Bowl party somewhere in Atlanta, people are like, we did it. It's over.
It's over. They already started spraying the beer everywhere. I don't know, right? Mm-hmm. Champagne.
Confetti.
The
confetti cannon went off way too early.
Yeah. Like somebody, a lot of people tweeted out like, "Oh, congratulations, Atlanta!" Like Kevin Sherritt's probably called to his friend in Atlanta to congratulate them, like he did for my Giants.
Exactly.
We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot?
What is?
What's not?
I
don't know either. And maybe we'll get to Mike Brown's comments on the Sacramento Kings and all that fun stuff. We'll do that coming up right after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
From holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. And now, during their Sizzle All the Way sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code SKY at checkout. I was lucky enough to receive Omaha Steaks as a gift, and it was everything I had hoped for. Items were individually packaged so I could cook for the entire family. Or if I was the only one home, I would treat myself with a delicious steak, sides, and even dessert. I loved those nights by myself. Right now is the perfect time to save on delicious gifts and holiday hosting favorites. Every steak is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. It's holiday magic made easy. Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code SKY at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code SKY.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
There's the hard way to buy a car, and then there's the Hoblet way. Transparent prices, fast paperwork, and a team that's there to help, not hover. We've spent 77 years refining this process so you can get in, get out, and get driving with zero drama. Car buying doesn't have to be stressful. At least, not when you do it the Hoblet way. Experience the difference at HobletDodge.com. The easy way to buy.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sepp Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sepp Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sepp's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
I'm with Vince Bloom, the big deal guy at Folsom Lake Dodge. Vince!
Actually, this time of year, you can call me the Holiday Big Deal Guy.
The Holiday Big Deal Guy!
Because during the wrap-up the year sales event at Folsom Lake Dodge, you can save over $18,000 net savings off MSRP on a new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4.
I'll take it.
And for a stocking stuffer,
keys to a Jeep,
a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Sport S. Right now, I've got one for only $36,995.
That's why they call you the Big Deal Guy. So over $18,000 off a Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab
and a Jeep Wrangler Sport for only $36,995. But you'll only find these big holiday deals at one place.
That's right, only one place. At Folsom Lake Dodge in the Folsom Auto Mall
and online at FolsomLakeDodge.com.
Ram includes 9873 dealer discount plus 8207 in national stackable and holiday bonus cash. Then SN 667196. Cheap includes 4250 dealer discount plus 12750 in bonus national retail loyalty and holiday cash. Must be current owner of SCA vehicle to qualify for loyalty bonus cash. Then SW 543907. See dealer details. Expires 1/2/26.
What's hot? What's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
We talked about the Steelers winning streak. Well, they won 28-15 against the Dolphins. Aaron Rodgers was 27 of 23. He threw for 224 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers is the oldest starting QB in NFL history to complete 85% of his passes in a game.
He's still got it. Really?
He's still got it.
It's raining outside. Gluck. I was gonna say go. Asses. I was gonna say go look, and I combined it.
I just gluck.
Not to be confused with gleek. Gluck. Gluck.
Spritzing?
Yeah. I'll accept spritzing. Yeah. But it was definitely...
After glucking, it looks like it's barely spritzing.
Take a gluck? Did Chris... Never mind. Feels like, yeah. Who's not?
Manchester United Football Club.
Hersenchester. Why? What?
Do tell.
Yeah, please.
Well, they did have a lead a couple of times in yesterday's game against Bournemouth, and they ended up drawing 4-4.
Oh.
Manchester United has not won at home since October 25th.
Of this year?
Of this year.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They haven't won at Old Trafford since October 20th. I'll bet you, but you know what?
I'll bet you
their supporters, not fans, supporters,
are okay with it.
I'll bet you they're saying, you know what? Not ideal, but when you think about all the success we have consistently had over the last 100 years, especially the last 30, you know, sometimes there's downtime, sometimes there's up times, and we're in one of those down times, and we'll probably turn it around. But if not, they got a lot of They got a lot of goodwill built up. I'll bet you that's exactly, which really is a lot like all fans of the football or soccer.
Supporters.
Like Chris is a fan of Manchester City, who've had a lot of hard times over the last 15 years. Wait, never mind. They've arguably the most successful club in Europe.
Dropping down to the third league. Now that's hard times, baby.
So, but I know for a fact that there are thousands of Manchester City fans after last year and even this year. Where you guys are second in the table? Third? Second. Not good enough. Game's gone. This is dross. This 10-pot league.
They're all in their 20s.
Dude,
is that what it's like for you with Huddersfield or no?
With Huddersfield, I'm
bragging about their successes.
I'm just happy to be there.
I mean, they're fans. They're supporters.
I will say this, Jason. I think Huddersfield Town has arguably the best supporter group in all of English football, and I love each and every one of them, especially the ones that watch this show and then tend to clip it up and put it on Twitter over there.
Oh, so let's talk about all of them.
All of them? I don't know all of them. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting all of them, but I can tell you the ones that actually,
ones that you have.
The ones I have met are actually really awesome. Occasionally you'll get the odd duck on Twitter that might
describe it.
They might get a little emotional, but hey, better to be emotional than apathetic. That's what I say.
Okay,
that's what I say. As I'm wearing my
you have your Terriers T-shirt on.
Terriers T-shirt on, and with the back, and we got our white rose of Yorkshire right there with the 23-24, the championships and all that.
In 19 and 23?
19 and 23. As a matter of fact, this is the 100th anniversary of the third in a row championship won by Huddersfield Town.
That's impressive.
This year,
there's been a gap.
And up until, I think, Man City, nobody did it. Nobody did it since.
Has anyone done 4 in a row?
One.
That would be crazy.
But the way the game is now, it's completely different. You get foreign ownership comes in and throws a lot of money. Back when Town did it, it meant more.
What happened over the last 100 years?
There was the Vietnam War.
Oh.
Yeah, and also the car.
The car got in the way, didn't it?
Well, that's a great song, by the way, from the 80s, adult contemporary song they wrote about that specifically. And the car got in the way. I tried to win a title, but the car got in the way.
Who's that?
It's the words got in the way. Is that Lisa or
no
Jets?
I think it's the Bears.
But
no, that's neither of them. I don't
got in the way.
Do you know what Huddersfield Town fans now say about the Premier League title?
What, Chris?
Who's gonna drive you home tonight?
Jason, shame on both of us. The name of the song is Words Got in the Way.
Is it by a person, not a group?
It is by a person that is arguably also best known for fronting a group. It is one of the few groups that has a city in their name.
Berlin.
Chicago.
No, but honestly, guys, good guesses. But remember, this person went on to have a pretty good solo career. And I would say, much like Gwen, you know what I would compare it to? Gwen Stefani and No Doubt. Successful band, more successful solo career, and an iconic person. And I think it's okay to say she's a little iconic.
This is the solo person,
yes,
not the group.
Man, the city.
With the city in the name, 80s.
This is bothering me. I should be getting this.
You really should. It's why I'm not moving on, because I feel like you're gonna get there.
Do you have any other? I mean, these are good hints you've given. Or does this feel like the best of hints you've given?
This is a ballad, obviously, but the group was known for getting your tushy out of the seat.
And it's a city? Is the name of the group?
It's the city name is in the name of the group. It's not a one-word name of the group, but there is a city Which, by the way, also speaks to, you could say, the influence of the music the band played. Like, their music fit the city that was in their name.
Oh, Miami Sound Machine? Gloria Estefan. I should have got that.
Who's not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got there.
Shame on us. No, you did get there. Shame on us.
The way you're singing it didn't sound like a Gloria Estefan song.
What?
You sounded more like Gloria
Well,
Gaynor. In the way.
Don't have to stop it. I've stopped for like 10 seconds, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All in love again.
Good song.
It's a great song. Forgotten hits of the 80s.
Yeah, that would be one.
That would be one.
Yeah. That's the next time you pull up to the station, you're rolling in on that.
Honestly, might throw the karaoke version in on the way home, see if it's in the right key or not.
Have you ever done that? You pull up to somebody, maybe you can't quite hear the music, but they are having a good time.
Yes, and I
try to guess what song it is. Or like if it's on, at that time, maybe years ago, like everything was on the radio.
Yeah.
Now it's, people could be listening to who knows what off their phone, anywhere, any kind of form. But I'm like, oh man, what song are they listening to? I got to see if I can find it. And if I try to match, like if they're lip syncing or if they're bobbing their head up and down, I'm like, oh, I think it's this song.
I go a step further. I do the same thing. Hopefully this isn't too loud, but Well, Miami Sound Machine. Right here on Sactown Sports, your home of Miami Sound Machine. I not only try to figure out what they're doing, Jason, I'm with you. I desperately try to make eye contact with them because if they turn to me, I salute them.
Yeah.
I always want to smile and say, you're living your freaking best life, and I want you to know, don't be embarrassed.
Keep doing it.
Keep on keeping on. That's what I say. We'll take a break. When we come back, Kings and the Cup, Mike Brown and more, matchups galore. That rhymed. Top of my head, y'all. We'll do it next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game, offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Tickets start at only $68. It's the perfect Christmas gift for the live music fan in your life. Country in the Park, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans, Michelob Ultra, and Bare Bones Workwear. More info at CITPFest.com.
This Sactown Sports 49ers report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. San Francisco improves to 10-4 with a victory over Tennessee, 37-24. Brock Purdy throws for 295 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Jawan Jennings catches 2 of those touchdown passes. Niners remain 1 game behind Seattle and LA in the division standings. Next up for the 49ers, they take on Indianapolis Monday night. You can catch the game beginning at 4 p.m. right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your flagship station for the Beam Team.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't! Yes, he did!
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Ow. I have a theory. I think who does our Twitter clips? Is that usually
it's different for every show, but I think
Chris?
It's Frankie. I
have a feeling that Frankie very quietly, because I've never had anything but great interactions with Frankie. Never, not even a word that's close to a cross.
We bring the boom! That's what we do!
I think Frankie quietly and silently hates me. I do. Frankie has a habit of posting the most explosive, or he posts takes as our videos a lot of times.
Isn't the point?
But, like, they're designed to get people to really hate me. Like today's posting, quote, he served the second longest sentence in Shawshank history behind Jason Thompson. Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross react to De'Aaron Fox's "the grass is greener" comments about leaving the Sacramento Kings.
Did you not say that?
I said it all. But and by the way, and Frankie posted 4 minutes of it, so it's not like, you know.
Yeah, but then the reactions, and I love being tagged in those.
Oh, don't you? You'll see them all. Because it's really Carmichael Dave while Jason Ross helplessly watches him bury himself with half of our fan base. Why can't we just all agree to disagree? You know?
I won't agree to that.
Reddit's gonna
Ooh, Reddit will agree.
Reddit already despises me, but they're gonna beyond despise me.
Do you think you can win Reddit back?
Nah. I think there's one way I could win Reddit back, but I can't talk about it. There's one way I think you know exactly where I'm going.
Okay, besides that.
No.
Okay.
No. I lost Reddit, God, a couple years. I lost Reddit. You know what, honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, I lost Reddit during COVID is what happened. I lost Reddit during COVID and politics and all that stuff, and I'm still recovering there. And,
okay.
You know, Which is sad because I really do read Reddit. Look, I read.
You read it?
I read Reddit. I read Reddit. I read KingsFans.com. I read Sactown Royalty. I read Sacramento Kings 1985 Forever on Facebook. I read Sacramento Kings Kingdom. I read Twitter. I read, like, legitimately, a large part of my day is I read always. I get up in the morning and I read.
You're a voracious reader.
I am a voracious reader. I want to know what people are saying. I want to know. And look, despite the differences Reddit and I have had over the years, and yes, there are psychotics on Reddit, just like there's psychotics everywhere. It's the internet. There's also some incredibly intelligent posters that will do a ton of statistical research on stuff or bring up points I hadn't thought of or different sides of the coin. It's, they say you got to have your finger on the pulse of the fan base. And I'm one of the fans in the fan base, but we live in a bubble in some cases here. We're doing our jobs and knowing people and all that. And the people that matter, the season ticket holders and the people that are just fans to fan and this isn't a career for them. They're not getting paid to do it. And it's important to me to make sure that those voices are heard and that those opinions are brought up. And I really do. Like I've done Q&As on Reddit before, where whoever the moderator was, I've done a couple of them, and then it just went sideways. And the Fox thing really, I mean, it was before that. It does make me sad. I do truly enjoy, but I also know that's just that. Look, you do this long enough, you're gonna rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I also can be, I can be scratchy sometimes, but with the Fox thing and posting that, like, look, that's how I see it. And really for me, and Chris, you and I kind of continued into the break. I want to get back to that. You were devil's advocating, and I apparently stepped on you. So I want you to get your point across about what you were saying right after we talked to JR. Hey, JR. Hey.
Dave, you're a tremendous a-hole.
Thank you. As long as I'm a tremendous one and not a half-ass one.
I love when Frankie writes about you. I kind of chuckle. Mm-hmm. It makes us fan base that listen to you chuckle when he gets you. When you say a line like that, you should be called out for it.
What line?
The Shawshank Redemption one.
Do you disagree that we're the Shawshank of the NBA?
Well, we're going to go to some magical beach and meet our old friend and have a boat.
That's what I'm hoping. I hope that in the end we're able to escape from this basketball hell and we're Zihuatanejo, and we're there and we're taking.
Hey, Red, sometimes all we have is hope, right, Red?
Yes,
okay.
and Andy Dufresne and
hold on. Then are we climbing down the pipe right now? Is that where we're at?
I hope we're at the very beginning of the crap-filled pipe that Dufresne had to crawl through. I hope so, because guess what? There's also a 50% chance, if not higher, that pipe is a U-turn.
Okay, so then when we were drinking beers on the roof, was that the Beam Team year? We got the one little Beam Team where we got to drink beers on the roof when Randy, I have a friend named Randy that does investments.
I think the beers on the roof was drafting De'Aaron Fox. I think that when Andy got to open the library and all his buddies got to work there and he got all those books from the state legislature, I think that was the Beam Team. And then I think right now we're in the hole because
so would Mike Brown be the guy that knew the honest truth and then went out into the yard and got shot in the back?
Yeah, he's the guy got shot in the courtyard, and then we're saying no more, we're not doing it, and then the warden goes, no more, cool, have another month in the hole, stupid. We're in another month in the hole, stupid phase.
Okay.
And I want to end up in Zihuatanejo with like Andy and Red, and then they went on. I think they probably got married, and they opened up.
They're gay lovers.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. And they opened up their business was taking people on tour on their boat that Andy was sanding.
And in our cell, we have a picture, our poster of Slamson.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say it's AJ DeBonsa, but yes.
So in this analogy, the Kings.
Hold on, JR. Hold on.
In this analogy, the Kings are Shawshank Prison.
Yeah.
So for this analogy to work, you have to go get another team.
No, they're Andy. They're in this analogy. They're Andy. They're the persona of that man.
There's another way that ends as well, and I'm not going to go there. But yes,
will they eat each other?
Yeah. Yes. There you go. And I don't want to get into the sisters and all that. Like,
so you've seen it when it's on the. Have you seen it on the Family Guy? When
yes, I have. Yes, I have. Let's calm down. Hey, let's calm down. Let's just calm down and move on.
Real quick though.
Yeah.
Jason Ross said he looked at the guy next to him in a car and he was bopping his head up and down. And he said, I wonder what he's doing.
Figured we just lose him before.
Good catch. Okay. Did you catch that too? I didn't because I was reading comments. Yeah. As soon as he said Bob, yeah.
Just
we
figured
know. The thing with JR is
he gave him a lot of leash there.
We did. JR is the Jack in the Box of phone callers, and I'm not referring to the restaurant. I'm referring to the child's toy. Because when JR calls, it's the part where you're what is that called? What's the thing you're turning? The
crank.
You're cranking. He's cranking out a phone call. And that's the back and forth Shawshank. Bobbing, right? And then if you let it go, pop goes the FCC violation. So
we stopped before then.
Was stopped before then. All right. From the 209, Dave, you tend to rub me the right way. All right. I'll wear it. Chris, what was your well, hold on. Let me get to Mitch. Mitch, what's going on? Mitch.
Good afternoon, guys.
Miach.
Merry Christmas and everything.
You too.
Did you say Katie Christensen's everything?
Merry Christmas and everything.
Oh, that didn't make sense the way I heard it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm late for the ball game.
All right. Take care. What?
He's late for the ball game.
Okay. Well, that was weird. Chris, I made the point that although not a saint like Dorothy Mantooth, I'm fine with what De'Aaron Fox did. And I wish him the best. And my anger is focused entirely on what got to that point and the fire in our household. And I said to you through the speaker during the break, I said something to the effect of, correct me if I'm getting it wrong, I am shocked that you, of all people, are not in favor of a player controlling his own destiny and choosing what's best for him and his family as opposed to the corporation making that choice for him. You responded, you said De'Aaron Fox is a corporation as well. I said, that's actually, I'll wear that. That's fine. But he's De'Aaron Fox is the mom and pop compared to the Amazon.
Is he?
Well, okay. De'Aaron Fox is the, hold on. De'Aaron Fox is the Huckleberry restaurants. Like, there's some, but there's not a Black Bear Diner. Yeah. Not McDonald's, but still, a business compared to McDonald's. And I'm surprised that you, of all people, you're mad at De'Aaron Fox for leaving Sacramento in the lurch, but you're also mad at Tyrese Halliburton for talking about how he didn't want to leave Sacramento, but he talked about it too many times. I think it was 12 and a half.
I think it's weird that there's just this idea of it's got to be the team's fault or it's got to be De'Aaron's fault. When in all actuality, it's both of their faults. The team picked De'Aaron Fox.
Yes.
De'Aaron Fox was their guy.
Yes.
De'Aaron Fox wanted Mike Brown.
Yes.
A lot of his teammates did not want Mike Brown.
Yes.
They gave him Mike Brown.
Hold on. I don't know if that's correct. I know in the end some of his teammates didn't. I don't know about when Mike Brown was hired, they didn't want him, because you're making it sound like De'Aaron got Mike Brown over the protests of his teammates. I haven't heard that of you.
No, more at the end.
It doesn't defeat your analogy. I'm just saying I want to make sure we get it right. So, but they did make concessions for De'Aaron Fox, to your point, at times in his tenure. So carry on.
And then the big idea is, well, they didn't get any players to surround him. They did.
They did.
Okay, yeah, they did, and they didn't work. And then it's not like they can just go and get these free agents, because in their mind too, they have to have the budget for De'Aaron Fox's new max contract that they were prepared to give him. And in that 6 months of, hey, we're going to re-sign you, we're looking to make you our point guard of the future to take us to the playoffs. And once that didn't work, it was like, all right, I'm done.
He said unless whether you believe him or not, he said the Mike Brown thing was the straw.
Yeah.
Firing Mike Brown. And I think he had a hand in it is lacking context to say De'Aaron Fox had a hand in Mike Brown's firing, but it's also a factual statement. De'Aaron Fox did not have a hand in the decision to fire Mike Brown, but De'Aaron Fox was the number one player on this team that was underperforming, which led to Mike Brown being fired. So you can say
the coach that he wanted.
The coach he wanted, the coach Monty wanted, the coach they wanted. You have plenty of ammo. I don't think I can admit to the court. You're making it sound like they hired Mike Brown to please
De'Aaron Fox is the biggest problem with this, but to say that he was zero problem, there's just a lot of talk of just like, man, De'Aaron Fox did everything that he could, and then once he saw the light to get out, that's when he took it.
Well, yeah, he's had light to get out before. He's re-upped. He's had chances to
leave. But the Kings were the only were the way that he was going to get paid the most.
He told them that he needed to see that the team was going in the right direction before he made the decision to commit the remainder of his prime to Sacramento. Then the season followed, and it was infighting. It was Mike Brown firing on the way to the airport. It was the talk to the press, don't talk to the press thing. And then he said, guys, I don't think I'm not going to re-sign. And you knew that was coming when he hired Rich Paul. And he says, it's not going to happen. I want you to know that I'm not going to re-up. I want to do the right thing here in the sense that I want to warn you I'm not going to re-up so you have the opportunity to get something for me as opposed to me just re-signing somewhere else for nothing. But here's where I want to go. And I'm going to make it public that that's where I want to go because I don't trust you guys to trade me there. And I want other teams to know that my values dropped. Now, as a Kings fan, I hate that because it tanked some of his value to other teams. It did. I have to acknowledge that. But at the same time, it's where he wanted to go. It's where his family, he wanted to live. He wanted to go to a place that had the best mix of, first off, no state tax, which is a big deal. Secondly, he's going to get a max deal. Thirdly, his wife's from San Antonio. Fourthly, he's from Houston. Fifthly, and by the way, not necessarily in this order, Wemby's there. And they have you're going from maybe the most, a bottom 5 stable franchise in the league to a top 5 most stable franchise in the league. And he wanted to experience that for the second half of his career. I can't fault him for that.
Yeah, but there's this idea that it's just, this is all the Kings' fault. The Kings are the one that caused this.
I think if
he was the leader of the team when he did not like the direction of where the team was going.
True. Do you believe this? Because I do. I believe that it is 100% true that if the Sacramento Kings had signed OG Anunoby, that De'Aaron Fox would be playing for the Kings right now.
Yeah, most likely.
Okay.
Because it'd be easier.
That's not his fault. That's not his fault.
Yeah, it isn't his fault.
They decided to sit on their hands and go status quo when they desperately needed another big to add. Indiana did the exact same thing with Tyrese Halliburton, and they got to the finals. I don't think the Kings would have gotten to the finals, but I think the Kings, we would not be talking about draft picks right now. And I guess where I get sensitive about it, where I get very worried with the fan base about it is that I am tired of there being other scapegoats. Yes, De'Aaron Fox was not perfect while he was here, and he did not make his decisions always in the best case of the Sacramento Kings' best case scenario, best interest. But also, I don't want to take focus away from what got it there. I don't want to take focus away from the dysfunction. I don't want to, and that's not to hold it over ownership's head or Monty's head or whatever. It's because I want everyone to be on DEFCON 1 5-star alert right now to hold accountability and to make sure that this team does not shortcut and doesn't make those same mistakes again. I feel like the quickest way to repeat mistakes is to ignore the symptoms from before. That's probably the psychosis or psychology of why I feel the way I do. I don't care about De'Aaron Fox other than he's a human and I hope he does well. He never wronged me, but I do, contrary to popular belief, I get nothing. In fact, I get negative out of defending De'Aaron Fox. Mm-hmm. He's not here. I'm not getting an interview with the guy. We're not doing a podcast. We're not going into business selling water. I get killed for it. But I would rather get killed for it and wave the flag of, guys, he's a symptom of the disease. He's not the disease. Can we agree on that? He is a symptom of the disease.
He was a Sacramento Kings player, and he's become one of the problems that the Sacramento Kings have had.
He did, or his circumstance? Because I think there's an important...
The way that I hate how there's this idea of he had nothing to do with the circumstances. We always said, like, this guy could be a just out-and-out best defender in the league. And we've seen with him here, he plays defense when he wants to play defense. If he's a front runner, if he feels that, you know what, this isn't the night, I don't have to take my shots.
Then why is it that an incredibly successful, smart franchise, arguably a top 5 smartest franchise over the last 35 years, saw fit to give him a max deal with no problem?
Because he's an amazing third best player on the team,
okay.
Which is what the Kings wanted.
Sure.
But the way it was going with De'Aaron here, he was never going to be the third option. He was always going to have to be the first option.
I don't think he would have ever been the third option here, but I do think a triumvirate of De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, and OG Anunoby, or Pascal Siakam. I said Anunoby earlier.
Yeah.
I think I meant Siakam.
I know who you meant.
I think that's a different ball game. I think when we look at the what got us here, and we look at the forks in the road, I think a lot of people look at Haliburton-Sabonis trade. I think a lot of people look at the Levine-Fox trade. I don't think enough of us look at the decision to not max out Pascal Siakam and bring him here. I think that in itself, we're now on par with Indiana in the Western Conference. I don't know that we're a championship team, but I do think we're a semifinals or Western Conference finals team. I don't think that's the fact that we not just only did the Fox trade, but the thing we keep forgetting. Look at what the Spurs are doing and look at what they got out of it. They got Harrison Barnes, who's a starter for them, who just beat Oklahoma City no thanks to him in the Cup semifinals. We paid them an unprotected pick swap in 2031. Like it just was absolute. I don't know of a better word to use than malpractice over the last 10 months that got us here incredibly quickly. And it's a lot easier to get here than it is to get back there. That's my problem. And I don't think well, hold on. Alan just texted me. He says, I completely agree with Chris. I've been saying the same thing, but hold on. The Kings could have damn it, someone.
I've got it.
Yeah, what does it say?
The Kings could have went and gotten John Collins, but ultimately De'Aaron did not want to be a number 1, which was never possible in Sacramento.
I mean, do we know that? I don't know. That might be right. Did I miss a story where it said De'Aaron didn't want to be a number 1?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I don't. I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't know that.
He has said things too, and he has done the I need help.
Yeah.
But like it's always
so is LeBron.
Felt like, I don't think he's ever been. He's not a number 1 guy. He's not a number 1 guy on a championship.
I agree with that.
And so, like, who's the number 1 that you're going to bring in while also giving him a max deal?
Probably wasn't happening here.
Yeah, I don't think it was happening here.
But I also think, okay, let's play it out the other way. Let's say Mike Brown doesn't get let go, which is what De'Aaron wanted.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Say we held on to Mike Brown?
So, last year continues basically the same way. Mike Brown's still here. And it's whatever they were they 9 or 10? Doesn't matter. They got 9. Yeah. And they got embarrassed by Dallas.
Yeah.
Let's say the exact same thing happened. Is De'Aaron still here?
Mike Brown stays.
So they get through December. I don't know that De'Aaron's asking for a trade.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. And if so, I think it's...
I think Brown was the last piece.
I think it was. Well, I think it was...
Amongst the other things, but the last piece. It was like, look, this was a guy I wanted.
Yes.
I think there were some internal things of others that didn't want him.
Yes.
So now there's some team dissension.
Yes.
And De'Aaron was probably reflecting, going, there's been a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's a part of it, but there's been a lot of things in the past of his career. And he was getting to that point where he's no longer 24.
Yes.
It's like, I've got more career, but am I comfortable doing more career here based on my track record would suggest there'll be more bumps ahead.
That's correct.
As opposed to, we got through all the bumps. It's going to be smooth
sailing.
I think that would have been foolish thinking for De'Aaron to think it would be that way here.
Yes.
So he wanted somewhere else.
He saw what was going on in the front office.
Yeah.
He saw.
Doesn't mean he wasn't a part of all. Of course, he's a part of all.
Of course, it wasn't.
Of it.
He saw teammates that were rallying against Mike Brown.
Yeah.
He saw the way it was handled when he was getting blamed publicly for Mike Brown being. I think that really was it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the Brown firing; it was him getting blamed
that was
publicly.
A weird thing. Everybody said, "Oh, De'Aaron wanted him out." And
right.
that was the farthest from the truth.
And then you follow that. Remember what the 2 weeks of De'Aaron's not talking to the media, and he's like, hello, like, do I have an offensive line here? Like, you just leaving me in the lurch? No GM press conference, no De'Aaron Fox media availability. I mean, that was an absolute cluster. I'm not here to drag to put my foot on the back of the franchise's head and mush them in the mud. I just think it's important to recognize mistakes and not repeat them.
Yeah, and now we're not living every day in San Antonio knowing exactly what's going on within that organization, but what do you think his issues are now? Probably the only concern he has is like, man, we've got some pretty good young point guards behind me.
Yeah.
Am I going to be a part of this organization's future?
That's
probably in the back of his head.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, hey, let's ride this. We're going to probably be a top 5 seed, and let's see what we can do.
They have 3 potential all-star or all-star adjacent point guards. And at some point, someone's going to need a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, one of them is going to go. I don't think it's going to be Fox, honestly. I think it would be, I don't think it's going to be Castle either. It might be Harper. But they're going to get a nice pull for that.
Yeah.
Probably from us. But Dave, please answer this question. The front office keeps saying they want a defensive-minded team, yet fired the one coach who held guys accountable. Look, I don't want to hindsight and be like, I can't believe they fired Mike Brown. I'm the guy who said he was going to get fired after Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work. It wasn't working. But
last
year, but there's a lot behind it. Now, by the way, Doug Christie, I would say he's known for defense as a player. We don't know anything about him as a coach. But it's not like Doug is this like Paul Westhead offensive mind only. Like, but you have to have the person. They don't have the personnel to be a good defensive team. They just don't. Let's see what they do.
Doug continues to say it now. When people ask like, "What's this team's identity?" He says, "Defensive oriented, rebounding, sharing the ball." Again, I think they maybe do one of those, maybe, and it doesn't mean that's where Doug wants them to be.
Yeah.
They're not there, and a lot of that is roster construction.
And by the way, the proof's kind of in the pudding.
Yeah.
Look at Mike Brown is coaching the New York Knicks in the final of the NBA Cup.
Much better roster.
With a much better roster. So did Mike Brown all of a sudden become a good coach again?
He's always been a
good coach. De'Aaron Fox is running the offense and a starter, along with Harrison Barnes, by the way, former Kings beam teamers, 40% of that starting lineup. And they just knocked off Oklahoma City for only their second loss of the season, with Victor Wembanyama playing 20 minutes. And they're now facing off against the New York Knicks, and they're a top 6-7 team in the league record-wise right now. These are not coincidences. These are not – De'Aaron Fox didn't all of a sudden get good again. It sucks. And here, no matter how much we argue, no matter what side we're on, no matter who we want to blame or who we don't want to blame, there is one ultimate truth that never goes away. Kings fans deserve better. Kings fans deserve better. This fan base is innocent, man. And no matter whether you're 50-12 or 12-50, if it's a Sunday game or it's a Wednesday game, if you're playing the top team in the league or you're playing Utah, the fans are going to go. The energy is going to be insane. And they might have a plumbing issue. You know, there's a lot of pent-up stuff. That's why my friends at American Energy Home Pros they're home pros now because they're doing plumbing as well as heating and air. Jason tells us winter's coming up in just a few days. Hey, is winter coming up, Jason? Just a few days. Get your ducts cleared out, your filters cleaned, and make sure that your heater is running safe and secure. By the way, it's not just safety, but also save you a little bit of money as well. Also, They do plumbing. That's why it's American Energy Home Pros. Toilet, sewer, whatever the clog may be, 10% off, all of it. They're also your second opinion partner. That never goes away. If you have a sewer issue, if you have an HVAC issue, give them a call. If you've already started and engaged with another company, let them come out, look at the deal, and beat it. The deal. 916-520-9990. Been in business since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. What's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We still have that Mike Brown clip to play if we get there. We got the Cup final tonight. And scouting those high lottery picks. Maybe we'll throw in a take-a-thon mock draft as well. We'll get to that next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings. Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
So Pure Talk just had their best year ever and asked me if I'd like to thank their customers on their behalf for being so awesome. I said sure. It's important to say thanks, especially this time of year, which is why, as one of their many satisfied customers, I should probably thank Pure Talk first for keeping their customer service in this country and for providing hundreds of American jobs. I appreciate that. I also appreciate their Roundup program, which makes it easy to support America's Warrior Partnership and join the fight against veteran suicide. And I love that Pure Talk donated 1,000 hand-sewn Made in America flags to veterans around Independence Day. And of course, I really appreciate their generous support of my own foundation, MicroWorks, and their commitment to help us train the next generation of skilled workers. Having said all that, it's now my pleasure, on behalf of everyone at Pure Talk, to thank you sincerely for choosing to do business with an American wireless company that actually stands for something. And one more thing. Merry Christmas.
Your night out deserves more than the ordinary. At Revival at the Sawyer, downtown Sacramento's rooftop oasis, you'll find signature beverages, chef-crafted bites, and a view that makes every moment shine. Kick off your evening in style or wrap it up with energy, because Revival isn't just a stop, it's the heartbeat of the night. Revival, the place to see and be seen. Settle into lush indoor-outdoor seating, take in the sounds of live DJs, and to let the city energy carry you into the night. Book your reservation at revivalsacramento.com.
Guys, if you're worn down, putting on weight, dealing with low T symptoms, or ED, something's off. Ignoring symptoms doesn't fix the real issue. For a limited time, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering free full diagnostic panels of $400 value. It checks testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. The key areas that reveal what's driving low T, ED, and more. Plus, qualified patients get up to 25% off select treatments now through year end. This gives you a clear answer on what's off and the steps to improve it. Over 120,000 patients have trusted Revive since 2011 because the results are real. Claim your free full diagnostic panel today. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is gonna be fun.
Yeah! It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, thanks to our friends at Trex Decking and Railing, we can tell you what's on deck tonight. The NBA Cup, the Emirates NBA Cup Final, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. The New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. Chris, you want to go to the game?
Sure.
Okay. Let's make it happen. We can go do it.
He wants to send me.
Quick trip to Vegas. Well, maybe I'll get some Southwest credits. I got some points. I don't know how much are tickets for that, actually.
How much do you think? Let's find out. If we were going today.
Yeah. Not flights. I'm talking about tickets to the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. We're trying to decide to go to the game tonight.
The Andersons got tickets?
Yeah. How much do you think it costs, Dave, to get in?
I don't think a lot because they're moving it out of Vegas next year.
Where to?
I think they weren't clear, but I'm assuming that they're going to do it at the home arenas.
Okay.
Because they said there's just too many empty seats. It's just not which I read that and I go, gosh, is somebody sitting in the NBA somewhere where they go, expansion? I don't know. They can't.
I don't think that's a reflection on Vegas.
Right.
I don't. Do you?
I don't. I personally do not. I think you look at Vegas and how they support, for example, the I think the NBA comparison would be the Golden Knights. Golden Knights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an arena game. It's the same amount of games a year. It's indoors. It's very similar. Obviously, the sports aren't similar, but you get my point. I don't know that the Raiders are a good comp for NBA expansion, and I don't think the A's will be a good comp for NBA expansion.
I mean, if the Cup, I'm going to pick two different teams because of this example. Let's say the Cup was Orlando and Denver, and it was played here. How many people are there?
Well, the problem, though, is that we are an NBA market.
No, but is it? Like, how many people go? If we know the Cup was here, and we didn't know who was going to be in it, but at the end it's Orlando versus Denver. I didn't want to pick the Knicks and Spurs because of Fox and Brown. This city loves the NBA, but they love the Kings.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I think the only difference is that the Vegas doesn't have a Kings. They don't have a
But I guess that was my point. Like, if Vegas did have, I don't think it's a reflection on Vegas not liking basketball.
I don't either. I think hockey and basketball would be the two. And by the way, it's not like I think Allegiant Stadium, I read this a couple days ago for, I want to say the second year in a row, was the second highest grossing stadium in the world behind Wembley in England. It's number 2. I know I read that. And they've been tremendously successful out there. Mark Davis has made a mint off the valuation increase of his team. They've made a mint off of all the shows they bring in the other 6-7 months out of the year, plus road games. But from a Raider fan point of view, it is incredibly common to see Allegiant Stadium have more fans from the other team than the Raiders. Now, part of that also is the Raiders stink, but we're also seeing this with a team that doesn't stink in the Chargers. For example, the Raiders suck, but if the Raiders go to SoFi and play the Chargers, that's Raider country.
Exactly.
If the Niners go to Cup multi-time Super Bowl champion since they came back, LA Rams at SoFi, it's Niner country. So I don't know that. If anything, that's a reflection on LA.
Yeah,
which Chris loves. Cup final tonight, as you mentioned. I believe the official way to refer to this is the Emirates NBA Cup. Mike Brown versus De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes. I think that's how they. Title. Yeah. Now we also have some scouting. As well, Jason Ross.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at where the Kings are, they're projected to be a high lottery pick.
Yeah,
a lot of the guys that are in the top of the lottery are playing tonight.
That's right. You've got Loser for Boozer, and they're playing. Ooh, Lipscomb.
I've seen you do that hashtag.
Yeah,
the rhyming works.
Yeah,
I don't know if Boozer's my choice.
No, I don't either. And people get mad at me like, it's the only one I can think of that rhymes.
Okay,
Losing with Purpose. Your Sacramento Kings. Lipscomb. Jason, you're the play-by-play voice for Sac State. You're ensconced in the world of college.
Yeah.
Give us a breakdown of. We know all about Duke. Is it Lipscomb or Lipscomb?
Lipscomb. Yep.
And never thought of it like that. And give us a breakdown of the Lipscomb Tigers.
You know what? They are not the Tigers.
Do you know who they are?
Actually, I don't know who they are. They might be the Tigers. They are heavy underdogs in this one. I mean, having to go to Cameron Indoor, it's going to be really tough for them, and to contain Boozer will be a problem for them and the rest of the Dukies and John Shire squad.
Dookie.
Looking at these ticket prices for the Cup, I can understand why they would have a lot of empty seats.
Really?
Are they
expensive?
Like to get in is $70.
Okay.
It's like, okay, but that's the last row of the top section.
Okay.
$155 for the top bowl, $155, $136, $196. And if you're going lower bowl, you're looking at $683,
Whoa.
$470, $376.
Yeah.
Oh, $258.
Oh. Yeah, they should be. Although I'm sure that. By the way, why does it keep changing from our faces to our Sactown Sports schedule on YouTube? Is that supposed to be happening?
Are you turning your mic off?
No, but I noticed it was doing that last segment. I think when there's a pause, it goes to that. Is that just the default? That's weird.
It doesn't even have it on here like it's going to go to it.
That's weird. There's a ghost.
Do you have it on live? Or is it like a few minutes back?
Yeah, nope. I got it live. I just clicked live and nothing changed. So, capture the flag was even better than that. Was a great hashtag. Capture the flag for all right, guys. Lipscomb. It is an animal.
Not the Tigers?
No, it is not the Tigers, and I'm going to put the over/under at 5.5 questions. The Lipscomb, and we'll do rotation as always, Jason, since you're the celebrity.
You said it's not an animal?
It is. No, it is.
It is an animal.
But it's not a tiger.
Oh, but is it a wildcat?
It is not.
Is it a type of cat?
It is not. The Lipscomb
Bears. I'm close.
On a better track. A
type of bear?
No.
Okay.
But I will allow for that to not be a question.
Is there a professional team with this mascot?
I think there used to be. I think there used to be, but there is not currently one. I do know that.
Is it a land animal?
It is a land animal. A landible.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
What?
It is a landible.
Is it an alliteration?
No.
So it's not the lemurs?
But it would be an alliteration if it was in Boston, Buffalo, or Birmingham. I also saw one up close in August. Yeah.
Bison.
Out of nowhere. What gave it away?
The bee.
The bee.
And I knew I was close with the Bears, and then I'm like, wait.
And I said Buffalo.
We already said.
Is a bison a buffalo?
Yes.
Okay. Well, why don't they just call it a buffalo? Is it just a different way of calling it, or is it a type of buffalo? I'm serious. I don't know. Is a bison, is that like a girl buffalo? Or, like a steer is a different type of cow or bull or whatever the hell? There's like bull, cow, steer. Is there like buffalo, bison, and boogers? Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if there's a third one. Coming up next, maybe we will continue. By the way, Towson. At number 19, Kansas. That's Darren Peterson. Pacific, UOP. At number 10, BYU. That's A.J. DeBonsa. East Carolina State at North Carolina. God, these are some great matchups. Hey, how about number 12, Louisville versus number 20, Tennessee? It's Michael Brown Jr. and Nate Ament. That's a good matchup. That's a good
Scout
one.
them all.
Did you say scowl?
Scout them all.
Oh, scout them all. We'll take a break. Maybe we'll continue with our Mount Elmore that we were doing earlier.
Yes.
What do we have? We had DeBarge. Take this. I don't know what the other L was.
McPherson.
L Train.
Yes, we had
McPherson.
L-Train.
When we come back, Crosstalk with Alan Stiles and Celebrity Birthdays next.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Quiet down, here she comes.
Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-791-0000. That's 800-791-0000.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Brock takes, gives. Christian pushing forward, flags down. McCaffrey's in the end zone.
This is going to be against Tennessee, I believe. Yeah.
It's a 49ers touchdown. Out of the shotgun. Here's Purdy. Takes the snap. Flushed out right. Throws. Jennings. Front of the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown 49ers. Jennings broke across. A big spike for his second of the game.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score with 49% off any large pizza only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Year-end pricing's in effect. Every vehicle's priced to sell before the new year during Happy Honda Days. At Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Get behind the wheel of your new Accord or Civic today. Own or lease during Happy Honda Days at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop. Call Maverick Electrical to claim your free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check with a donation. This month, donate 5 canned foods to Maverick Electric's Holiday Food Drive and get a free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check. They'll collect your cans at the appointment and make sure your heat stays comfy and your lights stay steady, so the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com to schedule your free tune-up today.
What will a Maverick do? 'Cause you're a Maverick too.
Give to get with no gimmicks. Limited appointments, some restrictions apply.
The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery. Embrace the company of family and friends and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at ChooseChangeCA.org.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Hey ho, hey ho. Hip hopper, where's Alan?
I don't know.
He's right next to you guys. What are you talking about? He's right there.
Is he a ghost? Because you can't see through him.
There's no sheet with 2 eyes, so he's not a ghost.
Okay.
Where he was able to text us before.
He was.
He was. Yeah, where the hell is he?
Right.
Hey guys.
Check under the desk.
So wow. Wow, that's over the line. Hey guys, so Matt George. Who the hell is Matt George?
Never heard of him.
Just did a breakdown of all of Scott
I know
Perry's
you like Harry Potter.
picks, P-I-C-S, so I don't know if I want to know this. Since he became a GM, he picked Darko over Carmelo, Kevin Knox over Bridges, Brandon Knight over Kawhi, and Clay. He gave him credit for selecting De'Aaron Fox, but as Kings fans, we all wanted Fox, but we were taking whoever Phoenix didn't pick. Luckily, they picked Josh Jackson. So I'm worried about Scott's ability to make this draft selection right. Sorry if you're not talking about this. I'm listening on YouTube. Well, he also helped pick Kevin Durant, and he was there for the signing of Jalen Brunson. But yes, I too, by the way, I'm really worried about it. And I'd also be worried about it no matter who the GM was. I'm worried too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Here's a little known fact about general managers. Unlike us, they're not sitting there like, I really like this guy. There's like a legion of scouts and people in the room that are all, they got analytics and this and that. And they're watching It's why when people say, for example, I had somebody, when I said loser for boozer, as a matter of fact, somebody got on, I was like, Dave, please don't hype that up. Like, that is not the guy. And by the way, they could 100% be right, and I tend to agree with them. Also,
they could be wrong.
This is the thing that's really important to remember whenever you're talking to anybody about future draft picks. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, and neither do you, and neither do I. We watch 2 hours of college basketball, maybe 4. These guys are at games, have probably, odds are, seen these guys in high school. They're talking to them. They're talking to their coaches. They have analytics we have no access to whatsoever. They know how many feet, yards, miles per game they run. They know if they go to their left or their right hand more. They know what every weakness and strength is, and they still probably bat 400.
Right.
At best.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, if we just pretend, like, let's say the Kings got the number 1 pick this year, and everybody unequivocally just landed on someone and said, it's clearly whatever. We'll just use Boozer. Let's just say that's the clear-cut number 1 choice.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And will he play that way? Will he be the number 1? We don't know.
Nobody knows.
Many of these drafts, the number 1 pick isn't the best player in the draft. The number 1 pick, you know what the number 1 pick is? The best player at that time.
Yes.
And what they believe will be in the future. The thing we know is they're probably the best player at that time. Now, the future changes. Things get better. People develop. People get better. And sometimes these things change. Hi, Alan.
Oh, Alan. Okay, by the way,
look at that sweatshirt.
Hey, let me, I want you to count how many people had an average career or worse of the names I'm going to mention, okay?
Average?
Average or worse in the NBA.
Okay.
You ready? Jameer Nelson, Andrew Bogut, J.J. Redick, Kevin Durant, Tyler Hansbrough, Blake Griffin, Evan Turner, Jimmer Fredette, Anthony Davis, Trey Burke, Doug McDermott, Frank Kaminsky, Denzel Valentine, Frank Mason, Jalen Brunson, Zion Williamson, Obi Toppin, Luka Garza, Oscar Tshiebwe. We'll just stop there. That's 20.
Too fast.
I did. Sorry, I just named the last 20 college basketball players of the year.
Gotcha.
Last 20 college basketball players of the year.
It's like the Heisman winners.
It really is. Yeah. So you don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
But we all love to talk about it. It's like draft grades.
Right.
Hey, Alan, move a little to the right, please.
Look at his sweatshirt.
I don't know that you need to, or left. Hey, what? Wait, what?
He's asking for audio of something I don't have.
Okay.
I texted you.
Where'd you get that?
We all got him yesterday.
We did?
We did?
I'm sure you guys will get him today. I see him in
That's
Jose's
nice.
room.
Oh, Jose gave it to you?
Yeah,
no,
Jose?
Brandon did. But they're in Jose's room.
Have you shown Jose?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's just like the shirts we have, just hoodies.
I like that. That's nice. I worry about getting food on it, but
yeah.
Like you got a baby with those things. Chuck
I'm
food.
not wearing it around.
No, you got to wear one of them, like the hospital gowns.
Yeah.
With the plastic covering and all
Did
that.
you see what I sent you? No, I text you.
What is this?
It was the quote that De'Aaron had. Now, obviously, he's not going to sit there and say, I don't want to be a number 1. But he literally says, hey, Keegan, if we're going to win a championship, you're going to be the best player, or we're going to find someone. He did not say you or me. Yes, he said it.
Sounds like somebody who's got his ego in check and is a team player to me.
Sure.
Your thoughts?
No, that's fine. That goes along with what I've been saying.
Sounds like someone's looking for some coattails to ride.
That's right. Chris and I rarely, in a very rare occurrence, Chris and I on the exact same page on this.
Wow.
It's from your time at the Santa Parade.
That's right. The Grinch.
The Handsy Grinch.
Oh, man.
By the way, just to close the loop on this, bison and buffalo are different animals. Bison, American and European, have large shoulder humps, beards, shaggy coats, and short, sharp horns. I like
the humps.
So the American buffalo is a bison and not a buffalo.
True buffalo, African, Cape, and Asian water buffalo have no hump, different horn shapes, thinner coats, and live in Africa and Asia. In North America, people often informally call bison buffalo, which is from the French of bœuf, for beef. But bison is the scientifically correct term for the shaggy beasts of the plains in America, while buffalo refers to distinct bovine species on other continents.
We all think they're buffalo because that stupid song.
Like M. Bison from Street Fighter?
That was supposed to be Mike Tyson, but they couldn't get the rights. You know that, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure the Balrog guy.
Yeah, that was Tyson, but it was the end guy was supposed to be Mike Tyson, but they couldn't get the rights because of Tyson's Punch Out, so they changed it from Mike Tyson to M. Bison.
Well, I don't know. That is pretty cool.
No,
but
it's a fact.
I don't know if I'm getting duped, but apparently there's a live action Street Fighter movie coming out.
Yeah, there is.
And 50 Cent.
Yeah.
It looks terrible.
Well, it's going to be
awful.
Remember the first one was Jean-Claude Van Damme playing Guile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's worse now.
Yeah, do you know who plays Guile?
Who?
Cody Rhodes.
It looks terrible.
Did you hear your boy Mick Foley just resigned from the WWE?
He didn't resign.
Or left or whatever. What did he do?
He says he's not, and when his Legends contract is done, he's done with them.
He ain't resigned. That's what you said.
Yeah, he
Same
didn't resign.
thing. He's not coming back. What, Alan? Never mind.
He wants you to play that audio clip.
I can't find it, and it's texted to me.
You don't ever normally have problems playing stuff from your phone?
Okay, I'll play it from my phone. All right, everybody. This is Alan's big...
I've actually looked at a film of him, and it's funny because I tell Keegan this a lot, and I'm like, Keegan, if we want to win the championship at some point, either you're going to be one of those guys or we're going to find one of those guys, because at the end of the day, I think a lot of...
There you go. Just cut it off because that's all I listen to.
If we're going to win a championship,
randomly just
I tell
an
Keegan
F-bomb.
all the time, if we're going to win a championship, you got to be one of those guys.
Or we're going to find one of those guys. He didn't say, or I'll be one of those guys.
You have the veteran leader of the team trying to bring a rookie along, saying, "Dude, you are a main cog to this team, and we need you, or we got to."
You think he wanted to be the first option?
What if that question was, do we have a 3-and-D guy?
Yeah.
And I tell Keegan this all the time.
If
Either you're going to be one of those guys. I mean, I don't know what the question was.
Or we're going to find one of those.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Did we watch this? Did we watch this? Come on, guys.
Did we watch what? What did we watch?
Did we watch the same game? Turn it on. Do we ever have to talk about Mad Luka? Do we?
Mad Luka.
Do we ever have to talk about Mad Shea? No, because they're always locked in like that. Come on, guys.
Both of them got traded because they were malcontents.
They were mad.
Especially Shea.
Mad LeBron. Come on, guys. We don't have to do this.
What are we come oning?
He's Robin, and that's okay.
I don't think that there's... who's arguing that?
I would say he's more Alfred.
I would say he's... who's the chick that was married to Tom Cruise?
Oh.
Katie Holmes.
Daredevil?
Oh, you could use it for both of them.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
All right. Celebrity Birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies, and Crumble Cookies and Celebrity Birthdays go.
Happy birthday today to Rich Paul.
Oh, man.
Are you serious?
Enough with him.
Jesus.
Right?
That's hilarious. Every day is Rich Paul's birthday, by the way. Rich Paul is 42.
That podcast with him and...
No, the question was how old
Max
is he?
Kellerman, not problematic at all with him as an agent? Just no rules, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
What did you say?
42.
He's got to be around the same age as LeBron. I'll say 44.
43.
We have a correct answer. It goes to Alan Stiles. Happy birthday to our very own Dylan Cardwell.
24.
I think Dave's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I think he might have been during the pandemic in Auburn. Or 23, though.
25.
We do have a correct answer. It goes to Carmichael Dave. 24. Dan Lebitard.
That's my guy.
62.
61.
Stugotz. 63.
Dave's closest, 57.
Thank you.
Oh.
We good?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know. Was there a better? I feel like you have
go.
one.
Come on.
All right, Alan Stiles is next. Bye-bye now.
But
Live and local.
With everything 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner.
for the end zone.